Well, first, the guys are excited.
This is a production of Hockey Night in Oswego. Only on WTOP.
A new season, fresh ice, and the same championship mindset. The Oswego State Lakers return to the Deborah F. Stanley Arena, and it's a packed house for Family and Friends Weekend. The crowd is fired up, and so are we as the Lakers get set to face St. John Fisher on opening night. Luke Belanger alongside Nick Stetter, Parker Voris. Guys, I couldn't be more excited. How about you?
Oh my God, I'm feeling electric, man. I was here for the girls' game, for the women's game where they just won 3-1 against the same team, St. John Fisher. I'm ecstatic. I got all the energy of the world. I'm warmed up, and we're ready to go tonight.
Yeah, I couldn't be more excited. Hockey Night in Oswego is back. The first time we see the Lakers play for the first time this season. Couldn't be more excited, guys.
Yeah, let's get right into it. New year, new faces, and new challenges. And tonight is game one of that next chapter. What do you guys think is going through the Lakers' head right now?
I think that's what's going through their head is three simple words: run it back. Obviously, winning the SUNY championship last year, you want to do the same exact thing, and that all starts with your mentality of how you get into the season. You want to go into the season strong, and a win on the first exhibition game of the season would be that crucial focal point for the Lakers.
Yeah, like you said, Nick, run it back. They brought everyone back except for Daniel Calabufu, who we'll talk about later where he's at now. But this Lakers team has a chip on their shoulder, right? They want to run it back for the first time since 2019, since 2020, when Geneseo did it. So, a lot of pressure.
Well, lucky for us, Ed Gosick and Captain Matt McQuaid have more on the nerves and excitement going into the season opener.
Well, first, the guys are excited. I mean, they've been back working hard since the end of August, and, they're following their training programs all summer long. So you practice and you spend time in the weight room and you do everything you can to be prepared, but they're ready to play a game. So we're excited for tomorrow night's game, to see what, give us things to work on. I'm sure they'll expose some of our weaknesses. We'll have video to work with them, but the overall feeling of the guys, they're excited to get started, I think.
Oh, everyone's so excited. I mean, obviously coming off a big season like that, we're just ready to get back at it. I mean, when you win the SUNY like that, you just expect to have success like that again. And getting back out on the ice is going to be so much fun. And this weekend, it's going to be a great crowd, friends and family weekend. So we can't wait to get back out there in front of everyone.
It was a dream finish for last year's squad, hoisting that SUNY trophy high. But with that championship comes a target on their back. The Lakers' mindset going through this season with that championship pedigree must stay focused.
No, I don't think so. I mean, we've got high expectations here. We've been working hard. We've been on the ice, twice a day. We've been doing everything we need to. So I think a big emphasis for us so far has been on complacency about that championship hangover and how things aren't going to come easy. Everything's going to be a lot harder this year. So we've all bought into that attitude of nothing's going to come easy and we're going to have to earn everything we get.
I think the way in which last season ended, they certainly weren't happy with how we played in the last game. That's no disrespect to trying. They're a good team, but, I'd say more we beat ourselves than we're beaten. So I think they're sour taste in their mouth with the way our season ended, have something to prove. We've got a very difficult schedule this year that'll help prepare us for the playoffs. And, we're excited to see how much we can continue to grow.
Now, obviously, the Lakers don't think that there's any championship hangover, but do you guys think that they might have a case of that this season?
If they start this game slow and if they start this game not as aggressive as they were last season, I believe so. I think if they take this Fisher team a little too easy and go into it thinking they're just going to win because they won last year, it's going to be a very rough showing tonight if they do that.
Yeah, they had no expectations going into last season to even win the SUNY. Now they have this chip on their shoulder to repeat as champions. And one glaring issue for this team this year is Hobart comes into the SUNY. They've won the last 3 national championships and are ranked number 1 in the country going into this season, looking to make it 4 in a row.
A lot has changed since that championship run, with new players stepping in and others moving on. We'll have all that and more after the break.
When you look at the number of disasters in the U.S., chances are every area will deal with some kind of emergency in the next decade. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
I had to eat a raw egg on Chris's dormitory floor.
I currently don't have any federal pending charges.
You know what you never did? You never walked to Walmart, Chris.
That's my co-host. This is for making me eat roast Pop-Tarts.
It's showtime, Chris. Come on.
I want to be on the air for that. I got a couple things to say.
No. Spin the wheel. But you got censorship.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to...
We welcome you back to Hockey Night in Oswego. It's the Oswego State Lakers taking on the St. John Fisher Cardinals right here on WTOP 10. With 2 players moving on and 4 freshmen coming in, left the challenge for the Lakers. Mixing championship experience with new faces. What player that's stepping onto the ice and the bright lights tonight stands out to you guys?
Oh, what really stands out to me, and I'm very excited to see how he fits into this team, because Oswego didn't do as much as recruiting as they would normally do this year. I think the women's team did a lot more recruiting, 15 freshmen after 15 seniors graduated, but the Oswego men's team didn't really do as much. But however, I'm really excited to see how Raymond Peral steps into this team. He's 6'3", a defenseman. He had experience at AAA playing for the Ohio Blue Jackets, and also played in the NAHL along the teams with the Maryland Black Bears and the Corpus Christi Ice Rays before coming to Oswego. So I'm really excited to see how he fits in with this squad and plays with this unit.
Yeah, the Lakers, they brought in 4 freshmen. One I like to look at is number 29, Sean Williams, a forward from Winnipeg. He's played in the MJHL and the NAHL. He's 6'2", so he's like 6'5" on skates. He's tall out there. I'd like to see him get those reps in today. And as well, one of the new goalies for the Oswego State Lakers, number 30, Michael Manzi, played in the NAHL, where he allowed 2 goals a game and a 94 save percentage. He might get some reps today in this scrimmage between the Cardinals. I'd like to see what these freshmen can do for the Lakers today.
Daniel Calabufo, a senior last year, was a true leader on the ice for the championship team. This season, he takes on a new role.
Yeah, I think there was a bit of a learning curve to start, but now that we're about 2 months in, I think obviously the guys in the room last year are my best friends, and they're still my best friends, but we understand that it's a little bit of a different relationship now, and they respect that, and I respect them, so we make it work. We just want to give ourselves the best chance to be successful, so anything that I can do to help them, I'm looking forward to providing.
Well, I think if you go back to last year, Danny, he was a player's coach. Like, he was like another coach on the ice, and following in his dad's footstep, who's coached West Genesee High School forever. Danny has that coaching pedigree, mentality to him. The respect that he earned from his teammates on and off the ice has certainly carried over. And his knowledge of the game and his youthful energy and his excitement, hey, it's good for all of us, right? I'm 64 years old. I need these young guys, right, to fire me up and get me energized, and you know.
So guys, what are your thoughts on that, and how do you think that Calabufo is going to do in this role?
I think Calabufo is going to be a very good assistant coach because he played with every single player on this team except 4 freshmen. He knows what each player can do on the ice because he has firsthand experience, and I think that having that experience with his players on this team is going to help him coach them so much better in practices, even in games that at the ends of periods when they're talking and trying to recollect themselves. I think it's going to be a really good role for Calabufo to take as an assistant coach.
Yeah, Calabufo was the lone senior on the team last season. He'll definitely be missed on the ice for Lakers, having 12 goals and 12 assists for Lakers last season, but he was that veteran presence in the locker room, like Coach Ed Gosek was saying, kind of like a player coach for this team last season. Will definitely be missed, but to have him back after they won the SUNY championship last year is a big thing, and we hope to see his leadership come into the squad with the 4 freshmen on the team, and as well, he knows everyone on the team already. So this will be hopefully a role that he comes into comfortably and steps into it looking for good things this season.
So now for St. John Fisher, they have some new players. Let me see. Oh, it's all of them. St. John Fisher is a completely new program out of the United Collegiate Hockey Conference. How do you guys see this affecting the team, for better or for worse?
Well, we look at the women's game earlier in the day, also their first ever collegiate game. Oswego plays them in the men's game tonight, obviously. And I think that it's really good for them. No expectations. You can't study the St. John Fisher Cardinals like the Lakers want to. They have no film to go on. They have no stats to go on. Sure, they can look at AAA stuff and former play, but that's not going to affect, kind of resonate with what they can do now as a team for the Cardinals. It's going to be very interesting to see how the Cardinals come out because we don't know how they're going to play. We can't go back and look and see how they're going to play in former games because this team is brand new and this is their first time actually playing together in a legitimate setting, in a legitimate arena.
Yeah, 22 freshmen on this St. John Fisher roster. They only have 7 other players that are sophomore, juniors, or seniors, so it's going to be tough to kind of just figure everything out, and you're going against a number 12 number ranked team, Oswego State Lakers. It'll be a good challenge for them to see how they can play together and kind of get all those screws out of the way, but it's going to be a very tough challenge coming to the Deb and going against a very, very good Oswego State Lakers team. This Oswego State Lakers team, they've played together. They know what works for them. The Cardinals haven't played a single game together. It's going to be tough.
Do you think it's going to cause more nerves for the Cardinals, or do you think they're just excited to go out there, show what they got, and they have no expectations, like you said? Is that more nerves, or is that excitement?
I think you got nothing to lose. I think if I was out on the ice and I was thinking as a St. John Fisher Cardinal, I think I have nothing to lose. I'm going to show what I can do the best, and I'm going to make sure that people know who I am by the end of this game.
Yeah, no expectations. You should want to come out, leave it all on the ice tonight, and just really see what works, and you can watch film and see what works and mesh well as the season goes on. I think it's more, there's definitely nerves, but you're excited because this is your first time your program gets to show something out there for the rest of the hockey world. It'll be interesting.
Yeah. So many storylines to start off the season, but when we come back, we will share our players to watch out for tonight as well as our picks for the game. Go get your popcorn, settle in, because we are just minutes away from kicking off this 2025-2026 season. We're right here on WTOP 10.
Say, President Stanley, whenever there's bad weather, who would you turn to?
I'd turn to Storm Team 10.
No,
right
but you've
here.
got to say it like this. Storm Team 10. Say it with me. Storm Team 10.
If you like action, romance,
If you're watching this,
and highbrow humor,
surface is this.
Floor. Minch did not legitimately put his head in the toilet.
there's only one place to turn.
No!
Tune in to new episodes of
Oh boy!
only on WTOP.
Welcome back to Hockey Night in Oswego on WTOP 10. Puck drop is creeping up on us. Little fun fact for you guys. You guys know the St. John Fisher coach was the old assistant for Plattsburgh. Do you think that gives them an edge?
Oh, wow. Well, I personally think that you can definitely talk about how Oswego played in those Plattsburgh games. Obviously, giant games against Plattsburgh last year, including the SUNY Championship. And I think that having a coach that was at Plattsburgh, now at Fisher, definitely plays into a little role to find the weaknesses Oswego have, especially with this team being almost the exact same from last year.
Yeah, Reed Leswing, the now coach of the Cardinals for St. John Fisher. He was assistant coach of SUNY Plattsburgh last season, and he knows how this Oswego State Lakers team likes to play. He's played them multiple times. So I think going into this game, he's going to tell these guys in the locker room, okay, this is how Oswego likes to play. We're going to jump on that early if we want a chance to come out and shock the world by beating the number 12 team in the nation.
Yeah, for sure. Now, guys, there's so much talent on both these squads, but if you had to pick just one player to highlight tonight, who would it be?
I might have to go with the main man, Matt McQuaid, the captain of this team. Had an amazing season last year, a total of a whopping 31 points on the year. That's third on the Lakers team last year. 16 goals, 15 assists. McQuaid's the center of this team right now, obviously with the big C on his shirt. He's going to be a focal point for this game, and I think he's going to do a phenomenal job for the Lakers.
Yeah, for the Lakers, I have to go with number 21, Brandon Cohen. He led the team in goals last season with 19, also had 15 assists, and was just phenomenal for this Lakers team last year. Mind you, he was a freshman while doing all this, so he's only going to get better. And as time goes on, as he keeps playing with this group, and he's going sophomore, junior, I'm excited to see how well he just keeps improving. I mean, he already had a great season last year. He's just going to keep getting better.
Right. And now, favorite time of the whole pregame show. It's time for picks. It's time for picks. Guys, who you got?
I'm not going to lie. I see Fisher, as we said, new multiple times. Their first ever collegiate game. You can't walk into the Deborah Stanley Arena and expect to win against the 12th team in the nation. I'm going to go Oswego 6-1. I'd say that Fisher, there might get a goal at the end of the third period. It might be 6-0, and I think Oswego are going to try some new things with some new freshmen. I think that Fisher might get the one off of that. But besides that, this game is going to be all Oswego, in my personal opinion. They're hungry after a SUNY championship. They want another one. They're accepting the challenge that Hobart is in this conference now. And I think that 6-1 will be my prediction for this game.
Yeah, Oswego comes into this game looking to repeat as SUNY champions. I mean, this is the first game in history for this Cardinals team. It's going to be rough. You're playing the number 12 team in the nation. I'm going to go 5-0 in favor of Oswego. I think they're going to wipe the floor with this Cardinals team. It's going to be tough, but this Cardinals team needs to come out, nothing to lose, right? Prove yourselves that you can hang with the top team in the nation. They're going to get the respect from everyone else, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah. For me personally, I got 4-0 Oswego. I think, they might not score as many goals. Just some first game nerves a little bit. But, Luke, the Cardinals are going to score 0 goals. I got 2 words. Brandon Milberg. He was great last year, and I think he's going to have another great season. How do you guys see him playing this season?
I mean, he's going to do exactly what you just said. I think he's going to have a great season. He knows where he is. He knows what he has to do. I think that he's just going to step in like he always does, have that same mentality, hard-nosed mentality, and just be what he needs to be for this team. He's going to be a great aspect of this team and lead them throughout this entire season.
Yeah, Milberg had 504 saves last year, had a 91 save percentage. He was great for the Lakers last season. In the SUNY championship, Plattsburgh scored 2 goals to make it 5-2. Milberg comes down the third period, shuts him out, makes it an easy win to cruise to that SUNY championship since 2014. He is just the glue for this team.
Yeah. Now, Milberg being a senior, they're going to have to move on to a new freshman incoming. How do you think that's going to affect them next season?
It's going to be a little different, that much at least. I mean, I keep going back to the women's game, but there's so many parallels. The women's had Lexi Levy last year, who had a .957 save percentage, ridiculous, by the way. But now, after you have a graduating senior that was a goalie, now you have these 2 new guys. You got to experiment a little. They're probably definitely both going to see the ice this year, and even this game maybe. And I think that them coming in is going to be crucial. They're going to have a lot of development on the ice if they get into the game for game time, and that's going to be crucial to the way they develop for this team in the future.
Yeah, McCarthy got some reps in last season. He was pretty solid for the Lakers, and you had the freshman Michael Manzi coming in. being under Milberg, who's a great goalie, you get to learn a lot. So Manzi can take in, watch Milberg in practice, learn from Milberg as well, and just take all that information just to become a better goalie for this Lakers team in the future.
Yeah. All right, so now a little betting. If you had to put the house on one player to score tonight, who you got? One player.
He was my player of the game.
Yep.
I'm putting my house, I'm putting my dorm, I'm putting my car, every single penny to my name on Matthew McQuaid today. I think he's going to score, no doubt, in my mind.
Yeah, I agree with everything you're saying, but I'm going to go Brandon Cohen. Led the team in goals last year. I'm putting my apartment on it.
Yeah.
Brandon Cohen is going to score for the Lakers, no doubt.
Well, that's all for the Perch. We will see you at the intermission.
Get rid of all the questions.
If only we had someone who could tell us what we should and shouldn't watch.
Well, do we have a show for you?
Who are you?
What are you doing in my bed?
On Be Kind and Rewind, we will go through and review all your favorite movie franchises.
And tell you which ones you should and shouldn't watch from the perspective of normal movie fans. Well, be sure to check out Be Kind and Rewind on WTOP 10.
Welcome into the Steve Levy press box. My name is James Fitzpatrick. Alongside me, Logan Weisgartner for Lakers hockey here at the Deborah F. Stanley Arena. They're going to go up against tonight the St. John's Fishers Cardinals, who are making their debut here in hockey, Logan, and they have a tough task here tonight. They're going against the reigning SUNY champions.
Yeah, James, this will be a very exciting matchup from the Lakers to the Cardinals, who are in their first year in the United Collegiate Hockey Conference. Very exciting matchup for the first-year program to see what they have. And I want to move now on to my keys of the game. For the Lakers, they need to build off their last season when they won the SUNYAC title against arch-rival Plattsburgh State. My second key is they have 20 underclassmen on this roster, 4 freshmen, but the remaining 16 are sophomores. So I think they'll need to utilize the depth to be very successful this game. My last one for the Lakers, they need to apply offensive pressure early, as last season they scored a plethora of goals in the first and second periods. So that is what they will need to do to be successful. And now, as we move on to first-year program, the Cardinals of St. John Fisher. I think in your first year as a program, you need to take whatever chances are given to you. You need to work with those and assess what is successful and what is not. Also goes hand in hand with that. You need to find your rhythm early on, see what works, see what doesn't. And lastly, experiment with lineups. You need to see who works with who and who doesn't work with who. So those are my keys to the game for each team. And James, now I want to move on to score predictions for this game. What do you think will happen?
Also, I got the Lakers winning 5-3. It's hard to beat the champs. And, this is a new team, the Cardinals. They might come out of the gate a little nervous, a little shaky. They might make some mistakes right away. The Lakers are going to pounce on those mistakes. You have to avoid anything you can against the Lakers. What about you, Logan?
Yeah, I'm in the same realm as you, James. I think the Lakers, with the how potent their offense can be, and especially the tenacity of their defense within those keys I mentioned will win. I'm going to say 4-2 Lakers. I think they'll pile up early on, and their defense will be too much for the first-year Cardinals to overcome.
I agree. It's going to be a tough game, but we're here for it. That'll do it for us here on the Steve Levy Press Box, though. Keep it here. Lakers Cardinals coming up real soon. We're excited for it. Keep it here on WTOP 10.
If you like action, romance,
If you're watching this,
and highbrow humor,
Surface is this? Floor. Minch did not legitimately put his head in the toilet.
there's only one place to turn.
No!
Tune in to new episodes of
Oh boy!
only on WTOP.
Look at the number of disasters in the U.S. Chances are every area will deal with some kind of emergency in the next decade. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
I had to eat a raw egg on Chris's dormitory floor.
I currently don't have any federal pending charges.
You know what you never did? You never walked to Walmart, Chris.
That's my co-host. This is for making me eat roast Pop-Tarts.
It's showtime, Chris. Come on.
I want to be on the air for that. I got a couple things to say.
No.
Spin the wheel. But you got censorship.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to...
Say, President Stanley, whenever there's bad weather, who would you turn to?
I'd turn to Storm Team 10.
No,
right
but you've
here.
got to say it like this. Storm Team 10. Say it with me. Storm Team 10.
If you like action, romance,
If you're watching this,
and highbrow humor,
Surface is this? Floor. Minch did not legitimately put his head in the toilet.
there's only one place to turn.
No!
Tune in to new episodes of
Oh boy!
only on WTOP.
Welcome back to Deborah F. Stanley Arena. James Fitzpatrick alongside me, Logan Weisgartner. Lakers Cardinals coming up next. Lakers arriving back here at the Deb after their SUNY championship just months ago. But Logan, the Cardinals are coming into this game a huge underdog. What do they got to do to keep up with the Lakers here?
Yeah, I just think the Cardinals need to play at the top of their game to knock off the Lakers. You know, apply what they want to do early on and carry that into the rest of the season as we get underway here.
The puck's in the corner. We're looking at 5-on-4 hockey here. The Lakers only have 4 guys on the ice as the Cardinals going to break it out. Lentz dumps it into the zone. Milberg stops it there for his defenseman in the corner. He takes a hit, put to the middle, a shot and a good save by Milberg with his right pad. Back on the near wall, Lentz back up top to his defense partner. Chipped along the wall there. The Lakers still trying to battle in the corner. Here's Baker, the reigning SUNY Defenseman of the Year, got it up the ice. Here's McQuaid. McQuaid, one-on-one, got a shot off and a good save there.
Very good start for the St. John Fisher Cardinals. I think just want to now making line changes, but very good save to start the game for the Cardinals. They want to apply that defense early. Maybe want to intimidate the Lakers throughout this game.
Like I said, the Lakers going 5-on-4 here. I'm assuming it's due to the fact that, like we said at the top of the show, the Cardinals... Excuse me, it actually is a penalty kill to start the game. I just didn't realize it, but I thought maybe it was a sportsmanship thing. But nonetheless, it is 5-on-4 to start the game. It is a power play for the Cardinals to start their first game in hockey history for them, as this is into the zone here. In the corner, the Cardinals still trying to battle for it. McQuaid couldn't get there. Now at the top of the line. Here's a long shot that was trying to deflect there, and it went wide of the net. Keeping it in are the Cardinals. Down low. Pass up top, Swanger. Swanger at the line. To his left, a shot and a good save by Milberg. To the other wall it goes. Gonna cycle it around. Behind Milberg this time. Cardinals still battling hard. On the wall, now it's Swanger again. Swanger reverses. Shot attempt, and he lost control of it, and the Lakers are able to clear. Swanger will retreat. Swanger to his left. And it's dumped into the zone by Swanger. Milberg will be out to stop it. He gives it away, and it's cleared. The immediate power play for the Cardinals has been killed off by the Lakers. Good job by Oswego there. Comes back up top. Here's a long shot, just flickered wide of the net there. On the other wall, Lakers with the puck here in the offensive zone. Time for them to get their offense going. Nicholas Miller is in the corner battling for the puck. It's going to be kicked out. A 2-on-1, and the Cardinals trying to come away with it. More pressure there by Nicholas Miller. Cardinals looking to break out. Off the wall, good pass. Here they come. Back to the middle, and a good takeaway. Back the other way, here comes Nicholas Miller. He's all over the ice in his first shift. Miller loses control, and the Cardinals will regroup behind their own net.
Yeah, great defense on both sides early on with the Lakers and Cardinals, not really letting either team gain a clear edge. We see chances, but not converting on those chances.
Payon dumps it in. Cardinals have to retreat behind their net. Good pressure there by Adam Grenier. Back up to the line. Here's Payon again. Payon, long shot, an easy save there.
Very good, 2 saves early on. The Lakers able to get past that blue line. St. John Fisher in their first year, they, as I said in the pregame, they want to establish what they want on defense. They want to try to cut off the Lakers before they even try to get those chances. So I'm sure going past into this first period, coach will want them to work on that, but so far goalie has stood the test.
Comes to the middle, that shot was blocked. Good job there by the Cardinals defender. It's cleared out. Payon to McQuaid. McQuaid dumping it in. Turning away from the hit. Here's Vasile. Down low, dropping it off. Here's Travis Baker, and he scores! Travis Baker gets on the board first for Oswego.
Baker with a wonderful shot and score there, able to get it past Marcus Ouellette in his first year, as with other players. Baker last year with 7 goals, 19 assists, add up to 26 points. Lakers already establishing what they want early on, establishing that offensive momentum, James.
Like I said earlier, the reigning SUNY Defender of the Year. What a award that is for Travis Baker. And you can't ask for a better start from him. He'll get the puck back here in the offensive zone. Baker flipping it back deep. Down low it goes again. Here the Lakers still forechecking. Now on the other wall, good move, good drag, a long shot, good save by Ouellette. Cardinals have to escape, they will. It's going to be dumped in to the right of Milberg. The Lakers able to get it out easily. And now here's a 2-on-1 chance by Bannister, everybody who's in control. Palumbo up the ice, and it will be an icing. Excuse me, that was Plamondon with that icing.
Yeah, the Lakers last season, they had 20 games with 3 goals or more, so they're already pouring that attack on the Cardinals, already generating a ton of chances with 4 shots on goal so far out of 6 total shots. So Lakers will keep on putting that offensive pressure early on.
Face off one back here. Long pass across, trying to find Simons. He couldn't get that puck. Plamaden up the wall. Good job here by the Lakers. Pressure's on, trying to keep it in the skates, and now it's out of the zone. Bala dumping it in. Simons will chase it. He lets it go. Comes back up top. Good pressure there by the Cardinals. Back in the corner to Ouellette's right. Now it'll be behind Ouellette's net. Cardinals looking to escape. They can't. Good pressure here by the Lakers, but now they clear out of their own zone. That long shot from outside the blue line was an easy save by Ouellette. Cardinals trying to break out here. Good moves, creating space back the other way. And now it is cleared out of the zone, but right on the stick of the Lakers defenseman. This one will be iced.
Yeah, the Cardinals not really able to turn defense into offense so far. And for the Lakers, their aggressive defense, that was such a big part of why they made that SUNY title run and beat arch rival Plattsburgh State really in a triumphant 5-2 win. So the Lakers are already applying so much pressure on defense early, and they're hoping that carries into the rest of this game.
That game against Plattsburgh just feels so short ago, but also so long ago. The Lakers, of course, are going to look to repeat here, especially after being eliminated in the NCAA tournament. This is chipped up the wall. Here is Brett Fudger. Couldn't get by, and now the Cardinals will turn the other way. Brandon trying to keep it alive. Goes back for Powers, a long shot. It's deflected away and cleared out to the red line. Cardinals puck. Here's Powers. Powers deflected it, and it will be icing. It looked like maybe he didn't get a piece of that. It'll be an offensive zone here for Oswego.
Yeah, I just think that the Lakers, they put on so much offensive firepower last season. Some seniors left, but now with their new freshmen, they're going to look to rely on them this game. As I said in the pregame, Coach Gosek wants to rely on those underclassmen. He'll need his seniors to mentor them.
So good shot there by McQuaid that sailed high. In the corner, Lakers trying to battle. And now Kowalski will flip it behind for Powers. Powers deflected down the ice. And it will be no icing here. Waved off by the officials. Gato trying to fight. Taken away there by the Cardinals. Good pressure. That was Mitchell Ferris. Back up the wall. Vassallo. Cleared out. Here comes McQuaid racing forward, and it's taken away. Good hit there, but now the Cardinals have a chance, and it just went by. Into the corner. A drop pass blocked. Still in the Oswego zone. Back behind Milberg. Chipped away there, Vassallo. Keeping it in are the Cardinals. Still near Milberg, now it's down the ice. No icing called.
Yeah, very good job by Oswego so far. Really just not letting St. John Fisher get anything, and Fisher on their end committing a lot of errant passes, which Oswego takes advantage of, as we see now.
Cohen flipped it up, taken away, and a big hit. Evans was rocked by Cohen, and a penalty called.
Yeah, we can expect this to be a very chippy game on both sides as Oswego with over 110 penalties last season. And Fisher, though, they're already showing maybe sort of their undisciplined play with many hits early on. And as we just saw, a trip, which will lead to Oswego getting the puck, hopefully an advantage now, as Oswego does have that advantage on the ice.
Yeah, that was James Evans with the trip. It'll be a Lakers power play just past 7 minutes here into the first, and they are already holding on to a 1-0 lead, with most of the play being in the Cardinal zone so far. Off the draw, it is cleared out all the way down to Milberg. He'll stop it as the Lakers look to break out. Aiden Cooper dropping it back, and it's Cohen. Brandon Cohen dropping it again. A little sloppy breakout here by the Lakers, but they are able to escape. Here they come into the zone. Down the left wall. Swinging around for Brandon Cohen at the point. Cohen down low, and a good save by Ouellette. That one flipped up in the air. High stick pending, and now it's cleared out by the Cardinals.
Yeah, Ouellette not able to feel comfortable in goal, facing a lot of shots early on from the Lakers. But if anything, a first-year program, that's good for him because he's going to get to learn this, especially against an established squad in the SUNY such as the Lakers.
On the ice here is Connor Gato. He's got the puck now. Coach Ed Gosick raved about Connor Gato when I spoke to him a couple weeks ago. That long shot was blocked. Now Baker down low for Gato. And Cardinals can't escape. Back on that left circle, here's Travis Baker. To the right, Cohen, shot is blocked. Baker to his left, looking for space. Burke still with it, very patient. Now you got Baker to Burke. Burke spinning, fakes out with Baker. Back up top for Brendan Cohen. Cohen down low. Shoved off the puck there was Nicholas Miller, still trying to fight for it. And the Cardinals can't get it out. Travis Baker is there, flipping it across. Vassallo dumps it in. Excuse me, that's Semrad who dumped it in. Miller back around, flipping it to the net was Gato. And now it's in the corner as the Cardinals are able to escape. And James Evans does come out of the box. Cardinal falling there. And now the Lakers are going to escape. Semrad looking up ice, carrying it himself. Puts it to his right. Down low into the corner. Good fight there. Behind the net. In the opposite corner. And now it's turned over. Payon, a long shot, an easy save there by Ouellette, but it's kept away to the back of the net. Back up top, Semrad to Payon. Payon dragging, shooting, it's blocked. To the other corner.
Yeah, the Lakers thriving early on with chances with 10 minutes to go in the first period.
That one just went wide of the net. Breaking it out. Good move there, but it's taken away. Looked like a high stick, and it wasn't called. Now Fudger makes the move, passes it off. Passed up a shooting opportunity. Now Simons trying to get through. Simons to the middle. And it is taken out of the zone. Payon puts it back in. Stopping it there was Ouellette. And here come the Cardinals the other way. Lucas DiCharia dumping it in. Back up the ice. Here comes Simons to Miller. Nicholas Miller around the net. Miller back up top. Across it goes to Bala. Bala back to the middle. And that is put deep by Hagwin. Cardinals escape.
Yeah, the Lakers thriving early on still, even if they're not able to convert, keeping the puck in their end, and that's what they thrived on in last season, bringing it into this season, playing rather mind games with the Cardinals. Cardinals, I haven't seen much of the puck in their end because the Lakers are taking it away a lot near the blue line where they try to get past.
That stick went flying in the air. Milberg gloves it down and holds it. He'll take the defensive zone face-off to his left.
Yeah, and as we wind down, again, 8 minutes to go in this first period. The Lakers really dominating, giving you a stat check. Lakers 10 shots on goal so far out of 15 total shots. No power play goals yet. However, each team with 1 power play. So we'll see who's able to capitalize first. If St. John Fisher or Lakers have an undisciplined play.
Face off to Milberg's left. It's 1, but encroachment. And it looks like they'll redo it. That one was Ryan Burke who took it. Travis Baker behind the net. Back up top for Brandon Cohen. Cohen, good pass. Here come the Lakers the other way. Bannister spinning, trying to protect. Bannister down low. Still keeping it alive. And now it's put behind the net. Brandon Cohen got some hands to the face. A Cardinal lost their stick. Now it's put back to the middle. Bannister trying to shoot, but he couldn't turn enough with it. Behind the net, now back up top. Simpson to his left. Baker, long shot, they score! Another one for Travis Baker, and it's 2-0 Lakers.
Baker already with 2 goals on the season in this game, putting the Lakers up so early. And again, as I said, Lakers thriving in their own end with a plethora of chances on net. They convert on one as they catch a lapse in the St. John Fisher defense. Lakers up 2-0.
Brandon Cohen was in front of the net. I don't know if he deflected it. It looked like the celebration went right to Travis Baker. But regardless of who got it, it is 2-0 Lakers. This one dumped in on Ouellette, and he'll have another defensive zone faceoff.
And if you're the coach of St. John Fisher, you have to wonder if you want to put in backup goalie Sebastian Woods. Maybe not in the second period, but if it gets out of hand, maybe in the third period, to at least give him experience with 8 minutes to go now in the first period.
Just under 8:08 to go now. Back to the corner. Payon to the middle, and it's deflected wide. Exactly 7:58 left. To his left, Gato pass it off. Long shot just wide on the side of the net, and now it'll be a whistle to Ouellette's right.
Yeah, the Fisher Cardinals, as I've said so many times, not able to find that offensive momentum that I want. But I mean, that's what you got to expect coming into this game. If you're the Cardinals, your first-year program, really, you just want to find your rhythm so you can't hold your heads down too low going into the second period. Soon here.
Off the face-off, DeChara all the way up, and now here come the Cardinals the other way. Trying to beat the defenseman to the middle. Oh, what a block. Another one. Still loose. Oh, what a block. Unbelievable play by Aiden Cooper. 2 huge blocks, keeping the Cardinals off the board. Back the other way, Ergo trying to find Simons, and is taken away. Cardinals dump it in behind Milberg. This one is in the middle. Now Nicholas Miller off the boards. Here comes Ergo. It's a 3-on-2 for the Lakers. Ergo across the line. Kind of killed that rush was Ergo. Playing with it too much, trying to give it to Semrad. Semrad behind the net. Semrad still protecting. Up top, long shot. It's in. They score! 3-0 Lakers. Jonathan Bala with the long shot that beats Ouellette. It might have been deflected. It was by Michael Ergo. Michael Ergo, and it's 3-0 Lakers.
Yeah, Lakers able to turn defense into offense there. You saw those 2 amazing saves by Milberg. And then the Lakers back end standing tall. And then off a deflection back in their end, the Lakers score. Such offensive momentum early by them.
The student section going nuts. Parents and family weekend here in Oswego. They're all going nuts for the Oswego State Lakers, who are up 3-0 over the Cardinals.
And that's what the Lakers are going to need to do all season. Show that really synchronized team defense if they want to make another run at the SUNY championship.
Fudger back up top, Bala. Bala long shot. Cardinals get it out. Fudger intercepts to his left. He took a hit. Semrad dumps it in. Fudger is there first on the right wall. Fudger trying to cycle. He's going to protect it. Taken away by the Cardinals. They still can't get it out. Good forechecking by Fudger. Now it's out of the zone. Here come the Cardinals the other way. Dropping it back. A bad pass there. It's still there, though, and they score! Brendan Merriman gets the first goal in St. John Fisher's Cardinals history. And now the Cardinals are back on the board. It's 3-1 Oswego.
Yeah, super impressive showing there, James, by the Cardinals. Just as we said, the Lakers need to keep a synchronized team defensive showing. One just gets past the back end, goes past the leg of Milberg, and now if you're the Cardinals, tides have shifted maybe in your favor and your momentum as they put one on the board for the first in program history.
They definitely need the momentum. That is key for them right now, to just build some momentum and build chemistry in their first game. Congratulations to the Cardinals and Merriman, Brandon Merriman, for that first goal. Simpson on the right wall. Cardinals able to escape. Here's Travis Baker. Already 2 goals in this first period. Baker flipped it all the way around behind Ullette. Now Burke takes it away. Burke behind the net. Finds Cohen. Cohen trying to reverse. Taken away by Ferris. Up the wall. Good job by Baker to keep it in. Baker flips it high and wide. Still on the side of the goal, and now it's flipped off the goal. Here's Baker all the way around. Simpson will try to keep it in. Cohen will instead. It is gloved down by Ullette.
Yeah, Ullette, I think, is realizing that he needs to maybe play with more tenacity because he wants the Cardinals to keep getting those chances on net. The Cardinals are now turning that defense into offense, as we just saw in Ullette, a big factor in that, and he will continue to be.
Connor Gato will be on the draw. I was mentioning him before, and Coach Gostik's praise for him, saying, watch out for him this season. He thinks he will be the one to explode the most this year. He's really one of the Lakers' best two-way forwards, as Coach Gostik said, as this is the Lakers coming away with it. Back towards the middle, it was behind Ryan, and it's dumped in there. Lakers escape again. Here's Connor Gato. Back to the middle. Ryan trying to get there, poked it on goal, it's wide of the goal. Ullette made a save, and Ryan just couldn't get the rebound. Ullette didn't know where it was.
Such a promising chance for Ryan, but Ullette there with such a high IQ stop. That's what you want to see.
It's behind the net again. Cardinals still can't get it out. Payon put it back deep, and now the Cardinals are able to get it out. McQuaid across. Dumped in here. Ullette will stop it. Back behind his net. Here's Nicholas Miller. Miller making a move. Powers to his left. Flipped all the way up here. Looked like a high stick taken there by a Cardinal. Nonetheless, it is an icing on the Cardinals. That was Kai Soar who took that high stick.
Yeah, it was a race to the puck there, and this game, as you see, already getting sort of chippy. So we'll see if that can continue throughout this period with 4 minutes to go, and as we transition into the later stages of this game.
Another offensive zone faceoff here. 4:10 to go in the period. Off the draw, Semrad to Ball, a long shot and a good save by Ullette, moving to his left. St. John's Fisher's looking to escape. They couldn't. Turning away with Simons. Back up top. Ball, it's blocked. Ullette had to move across. Now Nicholas Miller takes a good hit. Ergo is in there to battle. The Lakers still couldn't get it to the middle, and it's cleared out of the zone.
Yeah, Fisher now suddenly thriving on defense, sort of. We saw those chances, but Ullette assisting in those defensive stops.
Semrad reversing. Here's Fudger down low, and it's cleared away by the Cardinals. Semrad behind the net, Fudger. Here is Fudger being pinned there. Ryan up top. Now it's Ryan again. Ryan down low. Got it back. They score! Ryan! 4-1. Justin Ryan off a beautiful give and go. Lakers exploding offensively here in the first.
Yeah, such a synchronized team showing. We saw that team chemistry exactly on display. That those back and forth passes. Finally to Ryan, and he's able to connect with the leather for the Lakers' 4th goal of the game. That's 4-1 Lakers.
Just a nightmare first period here for Cardinals goaltender Marcus Yolet, giving up 4 goals on 14 shots to start this one. Although a few of them weren't really on him, a few of them might have been, but really just not a good start here to his career with the Cardinals. Another long shot. Yolet made the save and had to go down to cover. Bannister was digging for it.
Yeah, and as you go into the second period, if you're the Cardinals, you're going to want to clean up a lot of stuff on offense and defense. But now, as you transition back to the Lakers, for Ryan, that is the 5th goal of his career. Very good showing for him. As I said, those back and forth passes contribute to the Lakers' onslaught in this game so far.
He wasn't really a goal scorer last year for Oswego, as Payon will take a shot that was blocked. He only had 4 goals in 2025. That's a big hit there by Merriman, as Payon will have it. Merriman without a stick goes down low. Good block there, and hand pass. And now some after the whistle stuff going on. Headlocks and punches being thrown. Referees will step in, as Merriman will just walk away from that. He wants no part of that.
Yeah, getting chippy real early on. And I think if you're both teams, you really want no part of that, because that can just be really costly, and the tides can turn in not your favor. So, yeah, I mean, good option to walk away from that. Good choice.
Merriman was the one who laid out a Laker in that right corner, and he kind of just walked away from it. It was a good hit. It was a good, clean hit, and the Lakers retaliated. Nothing being called, though, despite some punches being thrown and some shoving around. Bannister up top. Flicks it to the corner. Brandon Cohen will chase it. It's Burke instead. Burke flipped it to the middle. A good keep in there by Oswego, but now here is the Cardinals the other way. That might have been offside. It was offside, as Gavin Brandon dragged it back over the blue line, and his teammates are already going full offense.
Yeah, that's not what you want to see if you're the Cardinals. You got sort of an advantage on offense as you push the puck up, but suddenly stopped. So you want to clean up those offensive errors as we wind down in this first period if you're the Cardinals.
Off the draw, the Cardinals turn it the other way. It goes behind Brandon Milberg's net. He'll stop it there for Travis Baker. Baker to McQuaid. McQuaid couldn't get it out. And now Simpson will turn. With 2 minutes to go. Simpson, McQuaid. McQuaid down low for Simpson. Good give and go there. Fudger just blowed over Ouellette and went into the net. I don't know if he was tripped on the way in. Ouellette had to make a good save with his blocker there on a long shot. Simpson, Baker. Baker, this way, that way. Down low. Past McQuaid. Now McQuaid gets it back. Up top, Baker again. Baker deflects way into the concourse here at Deborah F. Stanley Arena.
Yeah, Ouellette really having to skate around on eggshells in these last 30 seconds. So many chances generated by the Lakers. They're showing that they really have such good team chemistry, passing it back and forth. However, an errant pass goes up past the net for the Lakers, and it'll be back in face-off.
Face-off here with 1:27 to go in the first period. Lakers up 4-1. And they'll get another offensive zone face-off here. Nicholas Miller will take it. One back by the Cardinals. DeCharo flips it the other way. Cardinals escape. A huge hit by Simons. What a hit there. And another big hit. Bodies flying. That was Nicholas Miller who laid out that hit. And now the Lakers turn the other way. Hogwin dumps it in off the boards. Ergo will chase. The Cardinals still couldn't get it out. And now they'll be able to skate up with it. A little space here. Right in front of the Lakers bench. A good hit there. And now going into the bench was Ergo. And taken down was Semrad, and it'll be another power play for Oswego. Sam Chiappa will go to the box.
Yeah, even in the latest stages of this first period, the Cardinals still committing costly penalties, just really penalties that you don't need to commit, because this power play will transition into the second period. So, I mean, you really just want to put an emphasis on that to clean it up when you come into the second period if the Cardinals.
McQuaid against Elijah Devereaux on this faceoff, and it's won back by Devereaux. Pinning in the corner there, Bannister digging for it. Lots of bodies in the corner, wide open, McQuaid scores! Matt McQuaid was left wide open with plenty of time to shoot. 5-1 Lakers.
Yeah, McQuaid is such a prominent goal scorer for the Lakers in the 2024-2025 season, as he connected on 16 shots, 16 goals for him last season, already asserting his dominance early on for this team as they put on their 5th goal of the game.
Dumped in, Cohen chasing after it. Back up the boards, and it'll go all the way down, and it'll be an icing. Jonathan Balla was chasing after it. It'll be another offensive zone faceoff here for Oswego. 17 seconds to go in this first period.
Yeah, and that was an unassisted goal by McQuaid. So we're just seeing how often the Lakers are able to generate chances on their own from individual players, which is what they will really need all season. Such a good all-around team effort so far, James.
Lakers digging forward in the last 13. Chip to the corner, Bannister turning the other way. Bannister back to the middle, deflected back to the corner. Cardinals just trying to escape this disaster of a period in their first ever game, and it's finally over for them. 5-1 Lakers after the first period. Logan, how do the Cardinals fix this mess?
I just think they need to go into the locker room with a whole new mindset. This is their first game in history as a program, so obviously there's going to be some woes. But against an established squad, you want to get your experience. You at least want to try to generate some offensive momentum. Need to work on a lot of things on offense. Only putting up 5 shots on goal out of 7 total shots. And the Lakers able to really just evade the Cardinals defense as a whole. So, I mean, all around, I think you need to work on a lot of things if you're the Cardinals.
Do you think the Cardinals go with another goalie in the second period, even though it is preseason, but do you think you'll let earned that second period role?
I do think so. I mean, you have number 31, Sebastian Woods, waiting to get his playing time on the ice, and Ouellette facing a lot of tough opportunities. So I just think he needs to go back onto the bench with a whole new mindset, and they need to put in Woods. Maybe that'll change things. Maybe not as many defensive opportunities will be let up. It's 5-1, so I think you need to make that change for the Cardinals.
Well, the Lakers up 5-1. They have 17 shots. They really just hammered the load down on Marcus Ouellette in that first period. But after one, it is 5-1 Oswego. And that'll do it for us here at the Steve Levy press box. But don't go anywhere. Luke Parker and Nick are on the perch for intermission report here on WTOP 10.
Look at the number of disasters in the U.S. Chances are every area will deal with some kind of emergency in the next decade. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
I had to eat a raw egg on Chris's dormitory floor.
I currently don't have any federal pending charges.
You know what you never did? You never walked to Walmart, Chris.
That's my co-host. This is for making me eat roast Pop-Tarts.
It's showtime, Chris. Come on.
I want to be on the air for that. I got a couple things to say.
No.
Spin the wheel. But you got censorship.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to...
Welcome back to the Deborah F. Stanley Arena. It's hockey night in Oswego. It's your first period intermission report. Luke Belanger, Nick Stetter, Parker Voris. For me, the Cardinals looked really good to start of the game, but then it went badonkadonk. Can you guys walk me through each goal?
Yeah, I'll start with the 2 goals in a row by Travis Baker. His last name shouldn't be Baker at this point. It should be Mayfield. He's throwing deep shots all the time, and he scored 2 of them. Great first 2 goals to start this game off for the Oswego Lakers. And Travis Baker, what a start, what a performance so far. I can't wait to see what he does in the second period and the third.
Yeah, Baker looks great out there. For the third goal, that would go to Michael Ergo. Scored unassisted for the third goal. Again, another long goal for the Lakers. And it was right in front of the blue line out there. And it just kind of looked like Marcus Ouellette lost the puck and it found its way into the back of the net. And then Brandon Merriman got the first goal in St. John Fisher's program history for hockey. Wow. It was a great pass for number 3, Gavin Brandon, into the middle. It was a great finish by Merriman. And he's one of the transfers that St. John Fisher picked up. And then Oswego came right back. It's a goal from Justin Ryan. There's a little give and go action between Bannister and Ryan.
That was pretty. That was goal.
Really
Man,
pretty.
I
mean, that's what the Lakers do best, is assists.
Yeah.
They led the SUNY in assists with a 201 last season. I mean, they already have 6 in this game.
Wow.
They look great. Little give and go back action for Ryan. And that was goal number 4. And then goal number 5. Your money's safe.
Yeah.
Oh,
my
money's
money's
safe.
safe. You're a rich man.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That might pay for my college, honestly.
Yeah, there you go,
But,
there you go.
no, McQuaid, phenomenal goal. I would count it as a long goal as well. It was pretty far out there.
Yeah.
Dead center. It's Matt McQuaid, man. He's going to finish those anytime he gets a chance. Beautiful, beautiful goal to make this game 5-1. The Cardinals are in a pretty deep hole right now.
Yep. Yeah. So you mentioned the Cardinals' first goal, program history. How does that feel if you're the Cardinals to see that one go through? You saw something that worked. How did they take that momentum, that view from the first goal, and move it on to the second and third period?
Yeah, I mean, they got to just keep that momentum going. It was struggle for them at the beginning, right? They couldn't get anything going. They let 3 go in the beginning, and then they got 1 back, but then they let up 2. I think we'll see a goalie change for the Cardinals. They have 3 other goalies, and one being Woods, who is a senior. Only 2 seniors for this Cardinals team. I expect him to come in. He had over 1,000, look at the stats, over 1,500 saves when he played at Manhattanville University. He's very solid. He played 11 games there, and now he comes here probably looking for a bigger role on this Cardinals team. They got to come out and they're right. You got nothing to lose. You're down 4 goals. Just show what you got.
Yeah. So go ahead. I'll go.
I kind of want to build off what he said, because the goalie change is going to be huge. This is the first game of this season. This is the first game of their program's history. You need to make some decisions. You need to make some choices and try some things. It's going to be some experiments. You're in a laboratory right now. You got to think of stuff to do, and that's going to really affect how the Cardinals play the rest of the season even.
Yeah, 4 to 5 shots were long shots from the Lakers. Marcus Ouellette is definitely struggling behind goal. You said a goalie change. Do you agree? Do you think that we're going to see a goalie change? And what did you see from Marcus Ouellette?
I 100% believe so. I believe we're going to see a goalie change. Ouellette, I mean, I'm not going to insult the man. Okay, he doesn't deserve that. But Ouellette, he really didn't. He couldn't find the puck. He couldn't find the puck, and I also think that has to do with the Lakers just getting in front of him, annoying him, really just naggling him the entire time, just getting him angry.
I'll credit to the Lakers,
but
for sure.
yeah, literally, and Ouellette, we're going to see a goalie change, and I don't think Ouellette's going to be too happy with that performance.
I mean, it could be nerves also, right? He's a freshman. This is the first game of program history. He's a freshman coming into this game against the 12th ranked team in the nation. definitely could be a nerve. Like on that third goal, it literally just looked like he lost the puck and just found its way in the back of the net.
Yeah, I didn't know that was interesting.
Yeah.
That was definitely interesting.
I think
goal.
we'll see a goal. I think we'll see a goal change for Oswego as well, right? It's an exposition game. You want to just try things, right?
Right.
Maybe put in McCarthy or even the freshman in Manzi, right? Just try things, right? Watch film, see what works, see what doesn't.
Right. Yeah. So Milberg was good besides the one goal. What did you see well from Milberg?
I just want to say, I hope there isn't a goalie change for the Lakers because I'd be very happy if Milberg stayed in and kept just not a shutout technically, but just no more goals because my prediction's still on the board.
Right.
But I really hope that, honestly, the smart play would be a goalie change. It would be, and I think that they definitely should try out some new things, try out some cool things, and see what happens. You know?
Yeah.
Milberg,
I think. Go ahead.
Milberg looks great. I mean, besides that one goal, like you said, he's just starting where he started last season, where he had 504 saves and just had a great save percentage of 91%. That one goal, it was a great pass. It was a little give and go, but nothing you can really do there once the puck gets in the middle. But overall, he's been great. He's had some great saves, and there's also been a lot of physicality in this game.
Yeah, a ton of physicality. You mentioned your prediction safe.
Yeah.
It's still going. Can me and Parker make a new one? Is that okay
you know
with
what?
you?
You know
You
what?
can win. You can have the win if it happens, but can we make a new one so we can still be in this?
I'll allow it.
Okay. All right, Parker, go first. What do you got?
I mean, at this rate, they already have 5 goals in the first period. I'm going 10-2. That's my new
10-2.
score prediction.
I think that's valid. I don't see the Lakers letting up at all. I mean, maybe some new faces are going to come in. It is an exhibition game, but I would say let me go 12-3. Let me go 12-3.
Guys.
Yeah.
I don't think the Lakers are going to let up. I really don't.
I don't know why they would let up. 12-3. Watch it happen. Watch.
My prediction's a little scary now. I can't lie.
That could be back-to-back right score predictions for you as well. You got it right in the women's game too.
Yeah, I got it right in the women's game, so maybe they just calm down a little, I might give them a little incentive, I'll throw a couple dollars on the ice, maybe, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, this game has been super physical. You mentioned it. That's expected though, right?
Yeah, I mean, we've seen 4 sticks fly in the air. One of them broke dead in half, and it's going to get physical. I think also it's like a mentality thing. You're losing 5-1 as a Cardinal. You're going to get mad. I would get mad. I would personally be very angry, and I think that's going to affect them, especially if the Lakers might be talking a little trash out there. You know how hockey players can be.
Oh, yeah.
But I think that's going to them and get in their head. This game might get a little more chippy than we anticipated.
I think if you're a player, you got to keep your emotions in check, right? You're down by 4, and it could be even more, but you still got to keep your emotions in check. You can't let the emotions get the best of you and make a stupid play or start a fight for no reason. We already saw one fight that had to be broken up, but if you're the Cardinals or even the Lakers player, keep your emotions in check. You don't want things to get out of hand.
Right. Yeah, talk about emotions. There was some power plays. Can you guys walk me through what happened on those power plays?
Yeah, you want to start with that, Parker?
Yeah, in the first power play, the Lakers weren't able to succeed on it. They had a 31% power play conversion last year, and that was number 1 in the SUNY, but I think that's something they struggled a little bit last season on the power play, even though they led the SUNY in power plays. I expect them to get another chance to convert on those power plays, because that is what going to come against the better teams. If you can convert against power plays against those better teams, that's going to be super big.
Yeah, I agree with Parker. I think 31 percentage, yeah, it's good. I mean, but it's a power play, man. You're 5-on-4, 5-on-3, however many people might be off the ice. That's a scoring opportunity every single time you're on the ice and you're in a power play. I think they could do a little better with conversions. Yes, first in the SUNY, that's a ranking you want no matter what sport you're playing.
Right.
But I think that, they could do a little better. I think the conversion rate could be a little better than what they have.
Right. We sit 5-1. What does St. John Fisher need to do to stay in this game and make it a game?
Whew. Well, that's a little challenging, down by 4. There is a lot of game left, though, and anything can happen in any sport. I believe that 5-1, yes, it's tough. I think what the Cardinals need to do is Oswego's playing a very high line, and they are aggressive right now. They are not letting anything through. They need to reminisce on that first goal. Beautiful passing the entire time, and I think that first goal should be the way they play this entire game. And I truly believe if they want to get back into this game, passing is the key to success.
I agree. I think for St. John Fisher, just come out with more aggression, more physicality. When we look at shots on goal, Oswego has 21 compared to St. John Fisher's 5. Oswego's just been taking control of this game. St. John Fisher has to come out with a little sense of urgency to come back in this one. You got nothing to lose, right? Leave it all out there on the ice. Exhibition game, right? First time ever on the ice for the St. John Fisher program. Leave it all out there.
Yeah, and then what does Oswego need to do to keep this lead?
do whatever they're doing right now. I'm going to be completely honest. This is beautiful hockey that the Oswego Lakers are playing. I mean, 5-1 in the first period. Are you kidding me? That's how games usually end.
Yeah.
So I think all they really got to do, all the coach has to say is do your thing. Keep your mentality the same. Do everything you just did again and do it for another period after that too, and you're going to win this game like it was nothing.
Like you said, Nick, don't let off the gas. Come out with that sense of urgency, right? We don't care that this is the first game in program history for St. John Fisher. We're the 12th ranked team in the nation, and we're going to show exactly why.
Yeah. Well, that's our first period intermission report. We will see you in the second intermission period report. It's coming your way right here on WTOP 10.
Say, President Stanley, whenever there's bad weather, who would you turn to?
I'd turn to Storm Team 10.
No,
right
but you've
here.
got to say it like this. Storm Team 10. Say it with me. Storm Team 10.
If you like action, romance,
If you're watching this,
and highbrow humor,
Surface is this? Floor. Minch did not legitimately put his head in the toilet.
there's only one place to turn.
No!
Tune in to new episodes of
Oh, boy!
Only on WTOP.
Welcome back to Deborah F. Stanley Arena. I'm James Fitzpatrick. Alongside me, Logan Westgardner. Lakers up 5-1 after the first period. Logan, what are you looking for here in this second?
I just think that St. John Fisher may be coming out of the tunnel into the second period. They're definitely going to look to apply more defensive pressure than they did in the first. Because the Lakers with 5 goals, 3 different goal scorers, James.
We're definitely going to look to see if maybe some chemistry was built by this Cardinals team after a disastrous first period in their first ever period here in their hockey program. As both teams have made the Lakers have made a goaltending change as that one just went wide. Coming into the game here for the Lakers is Gavin McCarthy in goal, as the Lakers will look to turn up ice. That pass went on goal. Ouellette made a save, and now the Lakers will have it at the point. Travis Baker, long shot, went wide. McQuaid scored the most recent goal, shimmies, and is stopped by Ouellette.
Yeah, Ouellette staying in net for the Cardinals here. They have Woods in the back, but the Cardinals still relying on Ouellette, that freshman from Toronto, Ontario. So we'll see how that plays out for them as we go into the second period.
Lakers with an offensive zone face-off here. It'll be Ryan Burke to take it. And the Cardinals look to come away with it, but Burke off that face-off, good resilience there to get to the corner. Back around for Burke. Burke cycling, still with it at the blue line. Long shot, deflect off a skate. Putting it back in with Semrad. Leaving it there was Yolette. All the way around the boards, kept in there. Cohen, long shot, went wide. Semrad fakes one. Back behind the net. Still digging for it. Burke. And number 7, that's Ian Emery. Emery still battling. Up the wall, Semrad lost his stick. Was able to glove it down to Bannister, though. Around the boards. Ball, a long shot, went wide. Burke. Burke spinning. Ryan Burke back deep. Good pressure here. Cohen was battling with Michael Peluso. Way on the other side, it's Bala. Bala kept it in there. Great pressure here by the Lakers, and the Cardinals still can't get it out. Semrad back behind the net. Nicholas Miller battling for it. Holding the jersey there of Ian Emery. And now it's in the middle. Nicholas Miller scores! More mistakes by the Cardinals lead to Nicholas Miller scoring the 6th goal for Oswego. It's now 6-1.
Yeah, now the Lakers with 4 different goal scorers as they go up 6-1. It seems they're just cycling through offensive engines. So they're relying on everybody, as I said in the first period, just a really good all-around team effort, James.
Just a complete disaster of a shift defensively there for the Cardinals. Just could not escape. And the Lakers showing why they are the reigning SUNY champs. Comes in front, deflected off of Yolette. Cardinals look to escape down this right wall. Making moves. Now it's Chapa. Lost it. And the Lakers break out again. Back the other way. Here comes Oswego towards the middle. Broken up. And the Cardinals are able to regroup. Coming back with it was Aiden Stubbings. Here come the Cardinals the other way. Dumped behind Milberg. Up the right wall, long shot, saved there by McCarthy. His first shot he had to face today. Here's Grenier, up the left wall. Ryan will chase it down. Ryan has a goal tonight. In the corner, Ryan and Grenier for the Lakers. That went wide, just wide there off the backhand. In the corner, flipping it up. Bala, what a hit! He laid out James Evans. It's still in the middle, just wide. Ryan just missed. Bala keeping it in. Long flick to the right corner. Charlie Robinson with time. Robinson up the middle. Broken up again by the Lakers. Turning away with it was Mitchell Ferris. Still can't get into the zone. Number 24, that was Jonathan Sondecker. He put it in the zone. Bala left it there for McQuaid. The Lakers captain up the middle. Tried to give and go there, and the Cardinals just get it out of the zone. Simpson took it away, though, but a bad pass. Coming away with it are the Lakers again. Good speed down the line. And now it's a 2-on-1. McQuaid with Baker. Baker couldn't get it on goal. Vassallo. Back up top, Simpson. Simpson down low. Oh, what a save! Marcus Yolette robs the Lakers of their 7th goal of the night.
Yeah, such a good stop by Yolette, really in the whole back end to create a team effort. And the last goal scorer, Miller, just last season in his freshman year, 1 goal, but now showing why he's worth it in his sophomore year, becoming more part of the offense.
Ryan Burke will be on the draw here against Ian Emery. Lakers win it. Baker puts it around. Simpson is there. Simpson taking a cross check. Leaving it. Bannister. Lakers trying to put it towards the middle. Bannister has it again. Looking towards Simpson. He'll flip it around for Cohen. Brandon Cohen. Simpson. Burke. Burke still on that wall, making a move to the middle. Burke put it wide. Back behind the goal. Cohen. Burke. Up top, Baker. Baker, too many moves, and now the Cardinals will come away. Dropping it back. Emery, long shot, save. Rebound still there. McCarthy couldn't handle the rebound, and now the Lakers come away with it. Bannister up the wall. Brought down there, and the Cardinals are able to dump it in behind the net of Gavin McCarthy. Travis Baker waiting for his team to change and break up. Travis Baker will have it himself. He gets up to Semrad. Semrad making a move, is broken up. Still right in front of the penalty box, and now Simons will take it away. Simons just broken up, couldn't get a shot off. Up the bench boards. Kept alive there. The Lakers thought it was offside, but now the Cardinals will have a chance, and it's good defensive play by Semrad, who will break it up. Semrad, he's got Ergo to his right. He'll give it to him. Ergo down the right wing. Ergo to the middle, and it's broken up. Semrad tried to switch spots with Nicholas Miller. Nicholas Miller with it now. He'll chip it into the zone and go chase it himself. Cardinals with it again. Down the ice, into the middle, and now it's a 2-on-1 opportunity. And that one is broken up by Balla. Good defensive play there as the rest of his teammates came back on the back check. Fudger to Grenier. Grenier loses it. Balla pokes it away. And it's put back into the offensive zone for the Cardinals. Balla, Fudger. Fudger to the middle, Grenier spinning. Cardinals turning it back up off the boards. And now they will regroup behind their own net. Here comes the breakout pass. And it's taken away. Evans couldn't handle that one. Balla put it back deep. A little trouble there in the corner was Cooper Collin. Behind the net, the Cardinals will look to break it out. Charlie Robinson to his left. That's Conlon. And now the Lakers take it away again in the neutral zone. McQuaid scores! What a shot by Matt McQuaid. It went off of the inside of the net and out. The official saw it right away. It's 7-1 Oswego.
Yeah, chaos on both ends there for so long. No team able to get a clear edge or get a conversion with many chances, but then the Lakers finally learned to capitalize for the 7th goal of the game, and that's another separate goal scorer for them.
Things go from bad to worse for St. John's Fisher. They'll look to turn it up ice. DiChiara broken up. Simons ran into his own man. Now turning the other way is Ergo. Ergo down the right side. He shoots. It went off the back of the net, and whistle is blown.
And for McQuaid, that was his 2nd goal of the game. Now 3 goal scorers for the Lakers. You have Baker. 2 goal scorers for the Lakers. Sorry, you have Baker who has 2. Miller also has 2, and then McQuaid. So the Lakers will leave that trio of beneficiaries really playing so good for them.
Baker, who also has 2 goals, like you said, is on the ice here for Oswego. He looks to save this pass. Now Brett Fudger. Fudger not really utilized too much last year, but he looks to be getting an opportunity this season. Baker keeps it alive. Ryan chips it. Ryan couldn't keep it in. Yes, he does keep it in. Grenier with a good play to help out. Grenier's there again. Down low, Fudger lost his footing. Cardinals turn it up. Here is Kai Sower. Broken up again. Ryan at the red line, dumps it in. A lot of pushing and shoving going on in front of the Cardinals bench as they will regroup. Back behind his own net is Cannon Lentz. Lentz will bring it up himself. He'll give it to his left. Dumped in there behind McCarthy. Goes all the way around for Emery. He left it there. It's put back deep behind McCarthy again. Another ill-advised pass, and Ergo will look to get it out of the zone, but he is held up there. Ergo needs help. Still against the wall. And now it's finally pushed out of the wall. Bala. Penalty upcoming on the Cardinals. Simons taking it back as McCarthy will head to the bench for the extra attacker. Simons trying to do it all by himself. It looked like the Cardinals touched it. They did. Ian Emery did touch up. And let's see what the call is.
Yeah, and for the Cardinals, that's their second penalty of the game. So already playing more the undisciplined play, unfortunately, in the second period for them, which will prove to be costly in the end game.
It looks like number 25, Leighton Pettypiece, will go to the box for St. John's Fisher. So it will be another Lakers power play, already up 7-1. Now let's see what unit they decide to throw out there. Some miscommunication here from the Lakers and their coaches, and now the officials getting a little impatient. They might throw another bench minor like we saw to start the game at them, but the Lakers do get their unit out in time. Ryan Burke will be taking the faceoff.
Yeah, so Lakers are already relying on their really ultimate depth. As I said in the pregame, that's what they will need to do with the 20 upperclassmen already doing that. Ed Gosek loves the depth.
That was actually Tommy Bannister who took the faceoff and getting through here. Here come the Cardinals down low, and it's put wide of the net. A good move there by number 18, Mike Makarski. Semrad. Here he comes. Semrad to the left. He'll put it deep. The Cardinals did make a goaltending change. They finally did put in their backup, Sebastian Woods. So Ouellette does finish his night with 7 allowed. Bannister all the way across. Burke up top. Semrad. Burke. Ryan Burke switching paces with Semrad. Semrad to the middle is blocked. He's got it back though. Semrad up top. Payon. Payon to his left. Cohen back to Payon. Shoots. Stopped by Woods.
Yeah, an unfortunate outing in about 31 minutes for Ouellette in his first ever game with the Cardinals. So now they put in that senior Sebastian Woods from Ontario, maybe in the hopes of stopping the Lakers' attack.
It also is, remember, preseason, like the Lakers did by putting in McCarthy. You got to give everyone a chance here so you know what you're dealing with, and they are hoping that Woods does have a better outing the rest of the way. Back up top. Looking for a shot here. Putting it towards the middle. It's still there near the crease, and it is taken out. Ergo keeps it in. He'll get it back. Ergo to his right. Switching places with Gilmore. Stevenson will chase it down. Back to the middle. It's broken up, and Woods will cover. Some talking after the whistle going on between both teams. Looks like everything will break up here as Cam Simons was involved in there.
Yeah, defense already sort of improving in the second period, even with the goal let up. I feel like the back-end help has improved, and that's what they'll need to do. Even if a 6-goal game you're down by is unreachable to come back, you still want to go into the next game with some sort of momentum.
Another offensive zone on the power play for the Lakers. It'll be Marco Iazzo who will take it. I haven't seen a lot of him tonight. He'll get a chance on this power play. Along with, to his right, Sean Williams. A lot of guys we haven't seen a whole lot of tonight will get a chance on this power play. Down low. Here's Williams. Up top again. Gilmore to his right. Iazzo to Gilmore. Long shot by Simpson. He whiffed on it. Down low, Iazzo. Reverses, and now he'll get it back. Iazzo again, looking to shoot. He does, and it was stopped. Simpson behind the net. Good pressure there by the Cardinals to take the puck away. It's still against the wall, though. Cannon Wentz is in there battling, along with Williams, and now it's taken out and cleared off the boards and all the way down. It'll be another icing, another offensive zone face-off here for the Lakers.
Yeah, we'll see what they can do with this face-off if either team can get something going. We know the Lakers have gotten a lot of things going in the second period, a lot of things going right for them throughout this whole game. So we'll see if the Cardinals can do something with this new lineup.
You definitely got to assume, though, that with 8:13 left here in the second period, up 7-1, we won't really be seeing a lot of stars too much rest of the game. Of course, they'll be playing a little bit like McQuaid is right now. A long shot was stopped there by Woods. McQuaid with the puck, but you don't want to risk injury to any of your big players. Shot here just wide. Wentz will come out with it. Here is Cannon Wentz flipping it in, and it'll be another icing against St. John's Fisher.
Yeah, and I think if you're the Lakers, really you just need to play more of the slow and meticulous game, those mind games with the Cardinals, because you don't want to let up 2 or 3 goals. You still want to keep it reachable for you. You don't need to rush anything.
Absolutely. Gato on the draw. The Lakers will end up with it. It's McQuaid across. Up top ball, a shot went way high. McQuaid being pressured there. Still pushing forward, and now it's put back into the Cardinal zone. Mitchell Ferris will regroup. Faked out a couple Lakers there, and now Mitchell Ferris will drop it back. The Cardinals look to head up ice. Here's Stevenson. Passes to his left, it's tipped in. Gato. Balla, and now McQuaid. Flips it up. Lakers trying to get it in. Vassallo passing it off. Here's Burke. Ryan Burke whiffed on a shot. Burke turning back with it. Ryan Burke to Cooper. All the way down low. Vassallo switches. Here is in the corner, and now it's back up top. Long shot. Easy save there for Woods. Stevenson on his backhand flips it up. Payon couldn't keep it alive, and it's going to be put back into the Cardinal zone where Stevenson will have it to regroup and let his team change. Payon whiffed on it a couple times. Now here come the Cardinals with a chance here, and it's deflected all the way up in the air. Now the Lakers will come away with it again. Ryan Burke just out of reach, but it won't be an icing. Burke gets to it first, battling with a Cardinal who flipped him over. That was Ryan Dutcher who flipped over Burke. Here is Brandon Cohen in neutral ice. Payon spins away, looking for space. Here is Payon into the zone, flipping it towards the goal, and Woods will take the faceoff to his left.
Yeah, a plethora of shots that goalie Sebastian Woods has already had to face in his senior year, but saving all 8 of them now. And if you're head coach Reed Lesswing, you're definitely pleased with the change you made coming into this period, James.
Absolutely. Woods will be seeing a faceoff to his left. He got a drink of water. He's ready to go. Lakers up 7-1 here. Offensive zone win for Oswego. It's going to go down low. Simons turning with it. Simons protecting. He got hooked. It'll be another power play for Oswego. And let's see what the call was this time against St. John's Fisher. It looks like it's going to go to Ryan Dutcher.
Yeah, Oswego just racking up the power plays now as the Cardinals continue their unfortunate, undisciplined play for them. And that's what Lesswing will need to teach his players to clean up as they go into the later games in the season.
Another power play here for Oswego. We see Stevenson taking the faceoff. Of course, these wouldn't be regulars in the regular season in a close game to take faceoffs on the power play, but it'll be Ergo now. Ergo looking to shoot. Good stick handling. He's got Gilmore up top. He's going to look around. Still doesn't see him. Now he does. Gilmore across. Semrad down low. Simons. And now it's Ergo. Gilmore. Long shot. Good save by Woods.
Yeah, and Oswego is delivering on what I said, that they need to keep playing more of the slow game. They're getting a lot of these chances, and why Woods is saving them. The Lakers with a ton of puck control, not letting Fisher get it back into their end.
There'll be another offensive zone faceoff here. Stevenson will take it again. Stevenson, we saw just planting himself in front of Sebastian Woods. Stevenson's a big body, and it's hard for Woods to see past that, especially on a power play where those long shots are going to come in. Gilmore to his right. Long shot deflected wide. Simons couldn't get it back to Semrad. Semrad tried to give it back to Simons, and Simons still battling hard for it. Semrad will keep it alive momentarily, and now it's chipped out of the zone by the Cardinals. Gilmore will look the other way. Gilmore will take it in himself. Here is Gilmore around the goal and taken out by the Cardinals and cleared all the way down to Gavin McCarthy, who will stop it. Semrad will retreat. A little miscommunication here from the Lakers, but they all break aside. Gilmore through the middle. Here is Williams, offside, Oswego.
Yeah, and Oswego capitalizing on these chances. As I said before, just getting it back into their end, not letting Fisher do anything with the puck. But again, I feel like sort of this is more of a more experimental game for Fisher against an established squad like Oswego.
Neutral zone face-off here, won by the Lakers. It's going to go right into the Cardinals' zone. Behind Woods. Good pressure here from the Lakers. Here is Williams. He'll look to shoot. He will, and a save by Woods. Williams again. Back up top for Simpson. Simpson to Williams. Williams down low. Williams again. He whiffed on it. Simpson will get it. A long shot and a glove save by Sebastian Woods.
Yeah, Woods just making textbook saves left and right, showing why this is the right choice to sub him in, showing why Left Wing made that right choice with already double-digit saves for him, just stopping anything that comes his way, James.
Yeah, Sebastian Woods does look like the better of the goaltenders so far in this game between him and Marcus Ouellette, who was subbed out about halfway through this second period, as the Lakers have it behind the net again. It's turned over and glove down just past the blue line. Williams will try to play it right back in. It's deflected into the crowd with about 20 fans ducking for their own safety out there.
Yeah, and now Oswego is nearing 60 shots in the game. 41 shots on goal out of 57 total shots. So they're getting so many opportunities. Very good early experience game for the squad.
Stevenson on the draw, couldn't win it. The Cardinals will come out with it. Long pass there was broken up. Back into the zone. Here is Stevenson again. Stevenson to the middle. And it is taken out of the zone again. Payon off the linesman. And now the Lakers will go to forecheck again. Ergo in there. To Woods' left, excuse me, to his right. The Cardinals will break it out. In the neutral zone, skating in well. And the Lakers still looking to get it. Good pressure here by the Cardinals, though. And a penalty is called to the Lakers. Stevenson will get it with a cross-check.
Yeah, unfortunate penalty for the Lakers there, but they are still showing their two-way dominance on offense and defense. St. John Fisher carry that past the blue line. They look to get something, but even with the penalty, the Lakers were able to deny it.
So we'll see a power play for the Cardinals. They'll get an offensive zone faceoff to the right of Gavin McCarthy. Their offense has really just gone cold ever since their only goal of the game. Ian Emery on the draw. He wins it back. Here is Robinson. Robinson to his left. One-timer went wide. Lakers take it away. Here comes McQuaid. McQuaid turning, making a move, and it deflects over the netting and out of play.
Yeah, McQuaid looking for a hat trick there, but good individual stop by the Cardinals. So now we will get a face-off here.
The Lakers will get an offensive zone face-off while on the penalty kill. Adam McQuaid will take it. He pushes it forward into the corner. The Cardinals look to break it out. Robinson behind his own net. Robinson will go right, skates it up himself. Fake the drop pass there, and now it's going to go to his left, and it wasn't a great pass to his left. In neutral ice, just past the red line. Here come the Cardinals into the Lakers zone. Dropped it off. To the middle, Robinson to Emery. Here's Emery to Robinson. Robinson looking towards the net. He'll give it to Emery instead. Emery puts one on net and a save by McCarthy. In the corner, and it's cleared. Sebastian Woods comes out forward. He'll leave it for Robinson. Charlie Robinson left it there. Looks like he's going to go for a change.
Lakers doing a great job so far in this power play, just clearing it as we wind down in the second period.
Peluso tried to drop it back. Bannister with a good play there, reading what Peluso was going to do. McCarthy comes out for it. Ryan Burke up the wall and out. 35 to go here on the power play. Cardinals look to escape on their power play. Here's Peluso to his right. Chiappa making a move, and he was held up there. And now the Lakers are going to come away with it. Bannister loses it. Almost too many men on the Lakers there, but the Cardinals will come back with it. Across, and they score! Sam Chiappa gets one back for the Cardinals. You hear the crowd displeasure as the Lakers give one up, and it's still 7-2 Oswego.
Certainly a displeasure from the Lakers, because I feel like ever since Sebastian Woods came in, it's been more of a calculated showing on both ends from the Cardinals. And you see that goal scored there from the Cardinals as it is now 7-2.
So now that is their second goal in their program's history, as this is their inaugural game. As we mentioned before, Dutcher plays it along. As it is now a 5-goal game, Oswego's still leading. Dutcher. McCarthy tried to stop it. It's chipped up the wall and all the way down. It'll be an icing on the Lakers.
Yeah, and that goal was from one of the more prominent offensive pieces of the Cardinals in the first line, Sam Chiappa, the freshman from Baldwinsville, New York.
And Baldwinsville, just south of here, Oswego, about a 20, 30-minute drive from here. So he is a local, and he is used to being up here as the Lakers able to chip it out. Chasing it down there are both a Laker and a Cardinal, and now Williams down low. Good shot and a good save. It's still loose at the side of the goal, and now the Cardinals able to escape. Heading back the other way is James Evans. Evans taken down after losing the puck. Ferris still with it. Ferris down low. Good save by McCarthy. Up the wall. Heading back the other way. Kept in by the Cardinals. 35 to go here in the second period. Heading back the other way are the Lakers. Dumped in to the right of Sebastian Woods. Turnover. Bannister. Wide. Another bad turnover there by the Cardinals, and here's another one. Trying to fake out, and now the Lakers still with it. Burke leaving it there. Bala puts it behind the goal. Flipped up in the air, glove down by Burke. Taken down, Bannister with 2 seconds, and that will do it. A offensive flurry from the Lakers this game as they lead 7-2 after the second period, with the shots being 29-9. Logan, what did you see that period?
I think it's been an absolutely stellar outing from Sebastian Woods, the backup goalie. As I said, when that goal was scored by the Cardinals, I think the tides really shifted in their favor ever since Woods came in. And now you can hold your head up high, at least going into the tunnel and then coming back out, knowing you scored that second goal in Woods with 13 saves already.
Well, we expect to see Michael Manzi come in for the Lakers next period. And if he does, that will conclude Gavin McCarthy's night. What did you see out of him?
Yeah, I think McCarthy also, just as Woods did, he had a really good outing. Just one goal allowed, but still, I think he felt those shots left and right, maybe those chances at least, but he was able to stop them. So yeah, now we will see the freshman Manzi. And I had a chance to interview Ed Gosek not too long ago, and he cited Manzi as he fits in really well within this young Lakers squad.
How many starters do you expect to see coming into this period? Do you expect the Lakers to start sitting players to not risk injury going into the regular season just a few weeks away?
I believe that Gosek will put a bunch of substitutes in. He wants to rely on this depth. He wants to give his starters rest and give the young guys more experience, as you want to do in every sport when you have such a sizable lead that the Lakers do. That's 7-2.
Yeah, well, the Lakers do have a sizable lead. Do you think the Lakers are going to lay off the gas pedal a little bit, too, to try and focus on their defense coming forward, since they already have this huge lead?
Yeah, I think so, James. I do think that's the right choice, at least to do, because you're up 7-2, so you don't really need to rush anything, at least on the offensive end. So now you just want to focus on defense and get those stops where you can.
Well, that will do it for the second period here at the Deborah F. Stanley Arena. The score 7-2, Oswego leading. Don't go anywhere, though. Luke Parker and Nick are on the perch for the second period intermission report here on WTOP 10.
If you like action, romance,
If you're watching this,
and highbrow humor,
Surface is this? Floor. Minch did not legitimately put his head in the toilet.
there's only one place to turn.
No!
Tune in to new episodes of
Oh boy!
only on WTOP.
Look at the number of disasters in the U.S. Chances are every area will deal with some kind of emergency in the next decade. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
I had to eat a raw egg on Chris's dormitory floor.
I currently don't have any federal pending charges.
You know what you never did? You never walked to Walmart, Chris. That's my co-host. This is for making me eat roast Pop-Tarts.
It's showtime, Crits.
Come on. I want to be on the air for that. I got a couple things to say.
No. Spin the wheel. But you got censorship.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to...
Welcome back to the Deborah F. Stanley Ice Arena for your second period intermission. Luke Belanger, Nick Stetter, and Parker Voris. Guys, both teams scored in this period. What are you guys' thoughts?
I think Fisher's second goal all-time program history. It's looked a little better for Fisher. Technically, that period ends 1-1. A lot better. Maybe they're getting a little more used to each other's play style as this game goes on. I think it was a really good showing for Fisher to show that they might have some potential going into this third period.
Yeah, a lot less scoring for the Lakers in that period. So good adjustments by St. John Fisher. Oswego had 5 in the first period, only 2 in this one. But let's do a little recap. The first goal was scored by Nicholas Miller. He scored his first. It was about 2:30 into the period, so a very quick goal. And they were trying to get out of their half, and it was good pressure by number 75, Cam Simmons, that created havoc for the Cardinals. And the pass got broken up, and Miller found himself basically a free net in the middle of the ice for the Lakers' 6th goal of the game. And then McQuaid got a second.
McQuaid again, man. I'm telling, he's going to be the focal point of this team for the entire season. That's not a prediction for me. That's just a fact. I think he's going to be great this entire year, and he's showing it right now. The captain of the squad, and my money is even more safe now. I think I should get double the money for that bet, but McQuaid, phenomenal.
Yeah, for sure. That was a banana slamming goal by him, for sure. So the goalie changes. We had two new goalies new goalies come in. Yeah, how have they been doing, guys?
I think that we were about to say perfect shutouts for each of them, and then right at the end of this period, my apologies, Fisher get that goal, and McCarthy loses that perfect shutout that he wanted for this period. But honestly, still a really good showing from him. I think on the Fisher side of things, the new goalie to come in, he played great, Parker.
Yeah, that was Woods. We were talking about him a little bit in that first intermission. He came from Manhattanville University, so he's had experience, and when he came in, he showed it, not letting the Lakers score 0 goals, and Ouellette gave up 7. And like you guys were talking about, McCarthy was so good into that last bit.
Yeah.
That third goal of the period was scored by Sam Chiappa, and it was a great pass across the ice by Aiden Stubbings, and it wasn't entirely his fault. The Cardinals were on a power play. They scored with about 25 seconds left in that power play, so it's not entirely McCarthy's fault, but before that point, he had been super, super good.
Yeah. So let's crunch the numbers. We got a ton of stats. Shots and shots on goal, how are they looking?
Oh, my Lord. I'll tell you what,
I
Oswego
know.
nearly quadrupling the shots. St. John Fisher had 59 of 15. Shots on goal also over a quadruple, not nearly, my apologies. 42 shots on goal to 11.
Jeez.
Oswego are just all over that
Banana
net
slamming
right now. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I can't believe it. Just 59 shots compared to St. John Fisher's 15. It's just unbelievable.
Yeah.
I mean, Oswego's experience is showing right now, while the Cardinals, you can tell this is their first game together, and things have looked a little sloppy. They try to get some passes across, and one of the passes actually it hit one of the skates, and then the Lakers ended up converting off of it. So you can tell this is a Cardinals' first game, getting those jitters out.
Yeah, definitely some growing pains for the Cardinals. How about power plays? How are they looking?
We got a couple of power plays for Oswego. They're 1 for 4 on the day for power plays, scoring goals. So that's a 25% percentage that they've scored. And if we look at the Fisher side of things, 1 for 2, they're 50%. First ever power play goal. I keep saying in program history, everything's the first thing in program history for them tonight. But
lots of milestones.
Power plays, I mean, they're looking good for both squads. This is a decent percentage to have. I feel like Oswego could capitalize more though, Parker.
Yeah, definitely. 1 for 4, 25%. We talked about it. Last season, their power play convertage percentage was 31. So far, 25% in this game. They got the 1 early with McQuaid, and they had 2 in that period, but they couldn't convert. And then St. John Fisher, 50%, and they've had 2 power plays. Couldn't convert in the first one, but in the second period, they were able to convert and get their second goal of the game. So to kind of chip at the lead, but it's going to take a lot in this third period if St. John Fisher wants to come back.
Right, and then face-offs, lastly. How they looking?
Face-offs, Oswego are currently winning the face-off battle just by 1, though. At the end of this second period, Fisher kind of found their rhythm in face-offs. 24-23, Oswego are currently winning in face-offs. I think that it's very even, though. Fisher definitely have been practicing, been honing that skill, and I think that Fisher are doing a very good job when it comes to face-offs.
Yeah, face-offs, that's 23 and for St. John Fisher, 24 for Oswego. I will say, they did look a little sloppy, but towards the end of the period, they actually looked a lot better. I mean, they got that goal to make it a 5-goal game, and then when Woods came in, he looked really, really good. I mean, you can see that he's had experience. He's only of 2 seniors on this team, and having your goalie be a senior, that's a very good thing because you want someone who's experienced in goal for your team.
Right, yeah. I mean, I think they need leadership for sure, and I think that's what Woods definitely brings to them. Lots of physicality. Again, it's very, very chippy. What would you guys say about the physicality going on in this game?
I mean, as someone watching the game, you gotta love it. It's entertainment at its finest. But emotions are gonna flare. We know that. It's gonna get a little chippy as the game is scored 7-2 right now. And I think that both teams just kind of gotta realize, okay, we need to chill out. We need to focus because you don't want a major penalty. No one ever wants a major penalty. You could be out for this entire game, and it would be a very bad thing for either team.
Yeah, it's been super physical. There was a couple of moments when St. John Fisher was kind of talking some smack to Oswego, and Oswego's giving it right back. Yeah. But overall, it's been chippy. I mean, Oswego's always been a physical team. Yeah. They were physical last year, and they were also chippy. You like to see that. I like to see. I mean, that's what hockey's all about: hitting and just talking that smack. And that's something I always loved about hockey. But at St. John Fisher, I think for them, like I said, just kind of come out and be more physical and be more aggressive. I think they have. But Oswego is max shot because they're just overall an aggressive team.
Right. That's what they do. Score prediction updates.
I don't want to talk about it. No, that's not fair, man.
All right, you let us get a new one. Do we want to do, how about we do third period only? What's the third period score going to be? Because then it could be, we don't really know. I mean, 7-2. I had 12-3.
I had 10-2, so.
I'm going 8.
You get to stay with yours.
Yeah, I'll go 9-3.
9-3.
9-3.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's going to be 12-3. I'm not really worried about that one.
I think something else that we'll see in this third period is Oswego. They might change their goalie. They might give the freshman Manza a run at it. Right, exposition game. Let's see what he can do coming in as a freshman. See what he can do against the St. John Fisher team who struggled against McCarthy, except for the end of the period, and against Milberg as well. Let's see what he can do. And then for St. John Fisher, I think you keep Woods in, right? I mean, he's been super solid, but give Manza some runs. See what he can do.
I like that.
All right, a little bit more betting we did in the pregame show. Over under 4.5 goals scored in the third period.
Both teams or just one team?
Combined.
Okay.
I'm going to say under.
Under
I'm going to
4.5?
say under, but I will bet on one thing. A Matt McQuaid hat trick. I'm putting it on the line.
That could happen. He got 2, right?
He's got 2. I'm thinking he's going to get one.
So we're doubling it. So you won money from your first bet.
Yeah.
And now we're putting that all back in.
I'm putting the dorm back
hat
on there.
trick.
I'm putting everything back on there.
Okay. Wow.
I think they scored 3 goals in the second period. I think it's going to be a little more high scoring to end the game.
Right.
I'm going to go over 4.5.
Over 4.5.
And Brandon Cohen still hasn't scored. He led the team in goals last season, so I'd like to see him get on the board, or my apartment is gone. But so
Can I have it?
Wait, you put your apartment up?
I did put my apartment
gosh,
up. So
come on.
I need Brandon Cohen to score. So,
all right. On a more serious note, what do you guys think Coach Reed Leswing is saying to his team in the locker room right now, going into this third period?
I think he's saying that was better. I think he's saying, obviously, growing pains. He doesn't want his team out of it. Obviously, you never want your team out of the entire game. But I think that he's like, okay, you guys just showed me that you can keep up with the 12th best team in the nation.
Right, exactly.
And I think that that's a very good point to stand at right now.
yeah, they only let Oswego score 2 goals. And if you're the head coach of the Cardinals for St. John Fisher, it was great. I mean, he came over from Plattsburgh. He probably made some adjustments. He knows what Oswego's capable of. Come out in this third period. If you can hold this Oswego to just 1 goal and get some of your own, I say that's a win in my book.
Yeah, and then how about Coach Ed Gosick for Oswego?
If I'm talking to my players, I believe that you don't want to think this game is over, because it's not. The game's not over. You got 20 more minutes of play left. And I think what he's saying is just keep playing, man. He's going to give some new guys some opportunities probably, and he wants those new guys to come in and show them why they should be regularly playing rather than coming off a bench in a game where they're up by 5 goals.
Right.
Ed Gosick, I mean, this guy wins. So he's talking to his guys in the locker room right now. Like I was saying in the second period, you still can't let your foot off the gas. I mean, you just want to prove to the Cardinals that you're the 12th ranked team in the nation, and to everyone else. It's not just the Cardinals that they're obviously playing this game, but there's other teams watching Oswego to see how they play against the Cardinals. And we'll see, like, how good is this Oswego State team? Are they deserving of that 12th ranked thing that they got in the beginning of the season?
Yeah, for sure. Any final thoughts, guys, going into this third period? Anything you want to see? Any big predictions? Anything like that? Hot takes?
I will say, what a way to start the season.
Yeah.
I mean, this is just fun. I'm having a great time, all right? I'm a freshman on this campus, and I'm not going to lie, I've never been to a game in person.
Yep.
This is such an
It's
amazing
electric.
experience for me, guys, and I'm so grateful to be with y'all tonight.
Yeah.
It's a great environment we have here. I mean, pretty much every seat looks filled up.
We got Sweet Caroline playing too.
Something
Man.
I'd like to see
This is my
is Manza come in. I know I talked about that earlier.
Yeah.
I want to see what he can do. Freshman goalie, give him a shot. See what he can do.
Yeah. All right, well, that's it for our second period intermission. We will see you after 20 more minutes for post-show. For the post-show, yes. We'll be right back after the break.
Say, President Stanley, whenever there's bad weather, who would you turn to?
I'd turn to Storm Team 10.
No,
right
but you've
here.
got to say it like this. Storm Team 10. Say it with me. Storm Team 10.
If you like action, romance,
If you're watching this,
and highbrow humor,
surface is this.
floor. Minch did not legitimately put his head in the toilet.
There's only one place to turn.
No!
Tune in to new episodes of
Oh boy!
only on WTOP.
Welcome back to Deborah F. Stanley Arena. James Fitzpatrick alongside me, Logan Westgardner, here for the third period between the Oswego State Lakers and the St. John Fisher Cardinals. Logan, the Lakers up 7-2. How do you expect them to go about this one?
I think they take their foot off the pedal a little bit. I mean, last year they piled 10 goals on Canton, so who knows? I mean, they're up 7-2 right now. Maybe they put one or two more on, but in my opinion, they should at least take their foot off the brake. And as you asked before and I answered, focus on defense more in this third period. Maybe because it's 7-2. I mean, get your backup goalie and that freshman goalie, give him experience. So, I mean, you don't need so much more of the offensive onslaught.
Well, like I said before we went to break, before that intermission report, Michael Manzi is in goal for the Lakers now. We'll have to see what he will bring to the table for this Lakers team that is absolutely blowing out the Cardinals through two periods as the Cardinals turn the other way. The Lakers break that one up in the slot. Here's a shot coming, and Manzi has to make an early save into his debut. The Lakers look to break it up down the ice. It's still kept in by the Cardinals. Back into the corner, goes towards the slot. A hard pass there. That was broken up, and Adam Brunner couldn't gain control of that one. It's going to go back behind for Simpson. Simpson up the left side. Now Gato. Gato's gaining up himself. He's got plenty of space. He slips while making the pass. McQuaid gets knocked down, hits the wall, and he loses it to Emery. Ian Emery will take it up himself. Puts it up the right side. Corral there. Here's a shot and a good save by Michael Manzi, who is already getting a couple chances to prove himself early, and he's made a couple good saves here, Logan.
Yeah, Manzi, that freshman, coming in this third period. We have seen Coach Ed Gozek cycle through his three goalies. In that second period, you had McCarthy in that first Milberg. So now, letting Manzi get some run.
Ian Emery against Ryan Burke on the draw here. And it is won by Ryan Burke. Semrad left it, and it's put all the way down the ice. It'll be an icing.
Yeah, and Manzi, I expect him to make an impact throughout this whole season when he's needed, as all of the goalies have this season. Really a good team defense outing. Only 2 goals allowed. Very many stoppages as well from that back end of the Lakers.
Well, this faceoff will be to the right of Michael Manzi. It'll be the same two taking it. Burke against Emery. Off the faceoff, Semrad. Semrad taking up the left side. Bannister got out of the way for him, so Semrad can dump it in. The two centers line up again for that hit, and it's put behind the net. Up the wall, Semrad keeps it alive momentarily, but now it's out to center. Semrad chips it. Here's Burke. Ryan Burke, Emery all over him. Burke loses it, up the wall. Bannister looking to keep it alive, and it is chipped out. Here come the Cardinals the other way. Cooper is beat to the puck. Taking it back, looking towards the middle, and it just went off of Emery's stick. Lakers looking to break it up ice again. Here is Ergo back to the middle, and a backhand shot and a good save by Sebastian Woods. The Cardinals trying to get it out, and they will. Payon with it. On the wall, and now it is taken back by the Cardinals. On the right side, near their own bench, and the Lakers still pressing hard. Simons with a hit. Now back in the Lakers end, it's Payon. Payon chipped. Here is Iazo to Simons. Back across, and it's taken away by the Cardinals. They'll break out. They have numbers. It's a 3-on-2. Odd man rush across the blue line. That might have been offside. Nothing called, and it went over Michael Manzi's head. In the corner, Payon will watch as his teammate is double teamed. It's chipped out by Iazo. Iazo, good move, dropping it back, passing there, and a good defensive play by the Cardinals defender to break that one up. Offside called on the Lakers.
Yeah, and you can't deny that the Cardinals are still hustling, even down 7-2. They're still playing with tenacity on defense. And Sebastian Woods, a few minutes ago, we saw him make a very crucial stop. So he's still hustling. He still knows what this game means for the program.
And going back to Michael Manzi, who is now in goal for the Lakers, you were saying that he could be a big piece, and I do agree. He had some good numbers last year, splitting his season with the El Paso Rhinos and the Anchorage Wolverines in the NAHL. He had a .922 save percentage and a 2.25 goals against average that year. So he could be a good pickup for the Lakers if they were to not use Milberg for any particular reason, as this one is chipped past Cooper. Cooper will pin it against the wall behind his goaltender to his right. A big pile up. It's a 3-on-2. Lakers have 3 there. The official looked like he wanted to blow the whistle for a second, and now it's finally kicked out. And it is chipped up ice. And here comes Vassallo the other way. He's got one man to beat. He almost beat him. He couldn't get the shot off, though. Back up top, Williams. Williams patient with it, coasting the other line. And Williams put it towards the middle. It is broken up. And a high stick will blow the play dead.
Yeah, and I just want to touch on, now we see Ed Gosek transitioning to more of his younger guys in the lineup. Started with Manzi, but now you see him wrestling the starters and putting more of the freshmen and sophomore of those 20 upperclassmen on the ice. Not all of them on the ice, but many of them. So we see them getting this experience.
Offensive zone face-off here for the Lakers. Iazo will take it. It is won by the Cardinals. They'll look to clear it out, and they will. Bala is back for it. Dumping it back in was Bala, past Woods, and the Cardinals look to get it out. Having a little trouble with it, but now they can. Outlet pass went all the way by. Williams saw it go past him. Into the corner. Fisher still with it. To the middle, long shot, and it just went wide on a deflection past Manzi. Slipping there was a Cardinal in the corner, and now it'll be a dog pile for the puck again. This time it gets out a little bit quicker than last, and here is Simpson. Dropping it back. Dangerous play there from Simpson, and Manzi has to cover up for Simpson's mistake.
Yeah, and now the Lakers just trying to keep it in their end and trying to also contain the Cardinals from getting another, or really any chances on net, because they don't want the Cardinals to get too many goals or too many chances. They just want to keep this game out of reach.
7-2 Lakers here, 15-10 to go in the third. It's been all Lakers for basically most of this game. As Semrad up the boards, out of the zone, and it's an on-man rush here for the Lakers, and now it's a breakaway for Brandon Cohen, getting pushed from behind, and a penalty is upcoming. This one went past Semrad all the way back to the Lakers' end, where Michael Manzi already vacated that goal. Semrad tripped up. That won't be another one, though. Cardinals might have been lucky to not get called, and would have been a 5-on-3 for the Lakers. Penalty still upcoming on the Cardinals as the Lakers look to regroup and break out. Payon dropped it back. Here's Burke. Burke towards the blue line. He's got Gato. Burke's got it back again. Burke stopped by Woods, and it is touched up by the Cardinals.
Yeah, and I think the Lakers just continuing to dominate in all ends with 14 minutes left. You see this careless play of the Cardinals transitioning into this period, and like you said, they're lucky it's not a 5-on-3.
Yeah, well, with 14:21 to go here in the third, the Lakers will have yet another power play as they look to go up by 6 goals here. Stevenson will take the draw. It'll be against Ian Emery. That's won by Stevenson, but the Cardinals will get there first, and it is not out. Great job there by Simons to keep it alive. It's in the corner. Simons will keep digging for it, and it goes back up to Semrad. Semrad, long shot, deflected wide. Against the wall, still looking for it, and the Lakers come with it again. Cardinals really having trouble getting the puck out of the zone. Ergo taken down, still got it down low for Simons. Simons in front, went off of Ergo's skate, and it is cleared by the Cardinals. That was Leighton Pettypiece with that clear. Back in their own end, here is Payon to Semrad. Semrad in the middle. Burke, Ryan Burke protecting. Back up top, bad pass. And coming away with it is Brendan Merriman. Merriman has a goal tonight. He got it over, and a good save by Manzi on the shot by Carter Kulinski. And now a fight in the crease. Manzi walking away from that. Merriman escorted out by the referee. He'll head to the box.
Yeah, and
let's see if anyone joins him.
Sorry, Michael Manzi ready to stand the test there. The Cardinals try to get something going even when they are down 5-4 men, but Michael Manzi just there to stop whatever comes to him. We see the play get chippy after, so now it will be a face-off.
Merriman and Semrad are the ones to get penalties, as it looks like. The referees will still discuss it. And now they'll talk to the timekeepers. Will look like a slash to at least one of them and a rough to another. This will be a offensive zone face-off for St. John Fisher if it's not a power play in any sort of way, but it does look to be offsetting, so it will likely be in the offensive zone for the Cardinals.
Yeah, we'll see if anything can transpire out of this, if either team can get a goal, because one hasn't happened in a while. Both goalies really putting on a very good showing.
Well, it looks like since it will be offsetting, it'll be actually outside the zone instead of inside. We'll get a few substitutions here for the Lakers. Bannister comes on, McQuaid comes on, and let's see where they put this face off. Now it looks like it's going down low. Doesn't look like there's any sort of man advantage after the fact. Of course, the Lakers were already on a power play, but it looks like it would be still a 5-on-4. And
yeah, now see if the Lakers can try to generate anything out of this.
It's Carter Quincy going off. And the faceoff will be to the left of Sebastian Woods. Some more players going off, and it looks like it will be a 5-on-3 for Oswego. So 2 penalties were given to the Cardinals there as Cooper, McQuaid, down low Gato. Gato trying to flip it across to Bannister. Bannister up top, Cooper. Cooper to Bannister. Patient with it. Cooper again. McQuaid. McQuaid looking for Gato. Gato to Cooper, and it's blocked in front. Still there, and it's loose and taken out of the crease. And now another whistle. Looks like the helmet of Thomas Plamodin came off.
Yeah, it's a party in the crease, but Sebastian Woods shuts it down, able to get it with his glove, and now we see a face-off, putting on a very good showing in net because Marcus Ouellette is out, so he is that backup. Maybe Coach Lessman rolls with him next game.
be another face-off here in the Cardinals territory. McQuaid won it back to Cooper. Cooper. Bannister. Bannister looking patient. Now Cooper. Cooper to Bannister. Bannister across off the post. Gato. Dropped it for McQuaid, who is backhanded, who was taken off his stick. Some pushing and shoving on in front of the net, and now looking to turn the other way with the Cardinals, but it's taken back by Bannister.
Lakers seemingly just denying any opportunities that the Cardinals try to take advantage of with that stop there.
That one was taken away from Bannister, went all the way back for Michael Manzi. Manzi to his left. And now it's put back where Manzi will stop it for Ryan Burke. Burke will head up himself. Makes a move to give it to Payon. And now near the boards, it's Vassallo to Stevenson. Now Burke. Stevenson took a hit up high. And now across, it's Payon, a shot, and they deflected high. Brandon Cohen up top to Payon. Payon, Cohen, Brandon Cohen across to Burke. This one is deflected into the corner. Vassallo. Up top, Burke. Payon looking, shooting high. Out of the zone, and here come the Cardinals, and it's going to be too many men. Jumping early was Kide Sower. And it's going to be another Lakers power play.
Yeah, Cardinals tried to take advantage of a maybe promising chance there, but all to no avail as the ref blows his whistle. And I like what the Lakers are doing here in their offensive end, generating chances, not letting Cardinals get the puck much.
Yeah, the Lakers power play has looked good. Whether they're scoring or not, the patience and the playmaking is there. And they'll get another chance to score one here.
Yeah, certainly has been there the entire game, especially this third period.
Cohen. Down low. Stevenson, good save by Woods. Up top, here's Ryan Burke. Now Payon. Payon, shot was blocked. Brandon Cohen to Payon, and it missed Payon, and it's going to go out of the zone, back towards center. Payon to Burke. Ryan Burke across to Cohen. Brandon Cohen down low, looking for a deflection from Burke. Here is Cohen again, and it's blocked. Might have whiffed on it, and what a catch there by Payon. Cat-like reflexes to get it down. And a good save. Rebound still there. Now Payon to Cohen across. And it is chipped out of the zone. And now that was blown dead for an offside. The Lakers were offside.
Yeah, in a game where the Cardinals have had much opportunities on offense, Woods has been there on defense, making 20 saves, only 2 away from the mark that you let put up in just one period of 22.
So this will go back in the Lakers' end. It looked like an intentional offside was called. And it'll be a face-off to the left of Michael Manzi. Now it looks like they're going to kick center Mike Markowski out of the dot, and it is one back to Stevenson. Stevenson just trying to kill off some time here on the penalty kill. He wings it back in where Michael Manzi will stop it. The Lakers still on the power play here for another 50 seconds as they'll head up ice, passing the red line and dumping it in. Good pressure there by the Lakers, and nobody was home on that left boards for Iazo's pass. Back the other way, here come the Lakers across the line. Iazo still with it, kicks it along. And now the Lakers turn it. Here's a shooting opportunity, got it across, and it's just missed wide. Great chance there from Raymond Perreault. Down low, putting it towards the middle, it's blocked. Stevenson is there to break it up. To the right of Woods, Stevenson still having trouble with it. And now the Lakers still with it in the offensive zone. Bring it around the net. Back towards the net, and that shot was deflected wide. Yazzo to the middle, and a good save. It was loose behind Woods, and the Cardinals are able to come away with it. Soar shoots, scores! What a goal! Kai Soar with a beautiful move and goes top shelf over the glove of Michael Manzi, and now it's 7-3 Lakers.
Yeah, third goal of the game for the Cardinals. I'd say in at least very good last two periods for them. And Manzi in his freshman year, his first goal led up. So we'll see if the Cardinals can continue to build off of this.
Gato won that faceoff back, and it's dumped in by Vassallo. Woods having trouble with it, almost put himself in a bad situation, but McQuaid is able to take it away. Ball is there to help, and the Cardinals trying to come out with it, and it's going to be put right back into their end. Off the boards, Semrad waiting for everyone to touch up. Turn the puck over, though. Semrad's going to get it back off a deflection. Semrad across to Vassallo. Vassallo turning, putting it back deep. Good pressure there from McQuaid. Gato is there as well. He looked to pass it to the middle, but couldn't. Bala trying to put it back deep. He will. McQuaid into the middle. Semrad. Semrad to McQuaid. McQuaid loses it. And now the Cardinals come the other way. McQuaid back checking, but it's an odd-man rush. Couple whacks there from McQuaid. Nothing called, and it is flipped off the glass and out of the zone. Vassallo will come away with it. Here is Vassallo. Dropping it back to Burke, and it's broken up. And the other way, here comes Pettypiece. Pettypiece taking the body, putting it towards the goal. It's deflected behind Michael Manzi. Payon looking up ice. He gets it to Brandon Cohen. There is Ryan Burke. Burke took a hit to make a play and got it into the zone. Back up top, and now here come the Cardinals again. A little energy boost from them after their goal. Ferris around the net, looking and shooting, and a good save by Michael Manzi, who's stuck with it the whole way.
Yeah, great save by Manzi there, and the Lakers are lucky that Manzi was there to save it. That last goal score, as you said, was Tesor from the Ventura Vikings of the USPHL. He's the third different goal scorer of the game for the Cardinals in their inaugural season.
Face off here to the left of Michael Manzi. One back by Stevenson. Lakers look to break it up ice. Ergo couldn't, maybe he did get a piece of it, said the linesman. Woods, again, almost having trouble in his own end with the puck behind his net, but now the Cardinals will head the other way. Dumped to the left of Michael Manzi. Good pressure here from the Cardinals, keeping it alive. Here is a shot and a good save. I think Michael Manzi did get a piece of that. And now Simon's looking to get it out of the zone. He couldn't. Here's a chance, and that one went high. Swanger, two good chances here this shift to make it a 3-goal game potentially. Dropping it was Ferris. Swanger again. To the other way. Cardinals get into the zone. Momentum on their side now. That shot was blocked. To the middle. Broken up. Now it's back to the point. 6:30 to go here in the third. Walensky back up top. Robinson. Walensky. Robinson wants it again. He'll get it again. He'll flip it on goal. Michael Manzi makes an easy save.
Yeah, I'd say, though, the Cardinals have at least generated more offensive momentum in this period. Now up to 25 shots on the game. That can be attributed maybe to the Lakers taking their foot off the gas pedal, but if you're the Lakers, you can afford to do that when you've built this lead.
With 6:14 to go here, the Lakers still have a 7-3 lead holding on to, but the Cardinals look to be adding more. Off the glass here, Kwilinski will have to go retrieve it. Good pressure there by the Lakers, and they'll come away with it. Williams look to put it towards the middle. Yazio will try to get there, and the Lakers still have it. Dumping it in there was Luca Munoz. And the Cardinals come away with it. On-man rush if they hurry. Potential 3-on-2 across the line. Good defense by the Lakers, and the Cardinals will have to retreat. Peluso looking up ice quick. On the right side, flipping it on Manzi. It went wide on that rebound. Simpson put it behind the net. Munoz couldn't take over on a bad bounce. Peluso will have it. Peluso. Petty piece was there. Markowski all the way across. Cardinals into the zone. Down low. Looking at the net, and it's blocked away. Munoz getting up slowly. He looks to be okay. Petty piece is the only forechecker right now. You'd think if they're down 7-3, they'd have a little bit more urgency to get the forecheck going, and all of a sudden now it's an easy break-in. Here's a shot by Vassallo that went wide. Vassallo puts it back in deep with his hand. Flipping it at the net. Vassallo there still, and now it is taken out by the Cardinals. 3-on-3 rush. Into the zone. And now it's taken out of the zone. Semrad will retreat with it. 4:30 to go here in the third. Semrad up to McQuaid. McQuaid down low. Vassallo looking for a pass across, and McQuaid almost had a chance. Now Semrad at the net, still there, and it is cleared to the corner. Chipped out and gloved down. Perot put it back in. Woods stops it behind his goal. All the way up, intercepted. Burke will look to put it back in. It is knocked down at first, then he gets all the way across to Bannister. Bannister all the way around. Burke all the way around again for Brennan Cohen, who let it go by. Payon puts one on goal. Woods makes an easy save, and now the Cardinals come away with it. Merriman using his body and strength on Payon. He'll turn away on his backhand. Merriman pushed to the wall, and the Lakers come away with it. Balla whiffs on that pass to Burke, and now Brandon in the corner. Brandon took a big hit, and Payon looks to break it up ice himself. Payon almost to the red line. It was deflected into the zone. Bannister all the way across, looking for Burke, and it just couldn't get there. 3:08 to go. Cardinals get it up the ice. Good break in here by Ferris. Cooper in his own end. Lakers able to get it out. A lot going on in that corner. Sticks flying everywhere as Gilmore has it. Gilmore to the middle. Shot was blocked. Bannister put it back behind the goal. Stevenson still digging for it. Good pressure here by Stevenson. And Ergo with a good hit. Ergo still battling. Stevenson will go help. In the far corner to Sebastian Woods' right. Still kicking along with Stevenson, and he finds open space. Couldn't get it back up top, and Perot will have to go get it himself back in his own end. He'll put it behind his goaltender, Michael Manzi. Perot to his left, all the way up top. Robinson put it on the wall. Good hit there by Simons. Back the other way, Munoz. Munoz loses it. It went behind him, Kowalski. Behind for Robinson. Cardinals look to break out in the final 2 minutes. Sondecker dumped it in. Simpson will take his time to break this one out. A little pick there from Simons. And it's a give and go with Simpson. Here is Simpson. Wide with it, out in front, deflected wide. Williams scores! Sean Williams beats Sebastian Woods to the 5-hole, and it's 8-3 Oswego with 1:28 to go.
Yeah, after what seemed like a couple hours of ongoing action, we finally get a result, and that's in the form of an Oswego goal. Their 8th of the game. I'd say the offense and defense, even up 8-3, is still looking more synchronized than ever.
8 goals in the inaugural game for the St. John Fisher Cardinals. not one they want to remember in their first ever game in their first season. The Cardinals look to break it out. Went on goal. Michael Manzi steered it to the corner. Gato on the wall, taken away. Petty Piece is there, and he'll take it. Puts it back in front. Manzi had to fight with it. And now that one went out of the zone, and it's offside on the Cardinals.
Yeah, Ryan Burke, that last goal scorer in his sophomore year now, was featured decently in the offense last season with 11 goals, 28 assists, a very good passer to total up to 39 points. Now featured even more with a goal.
A neutral zone face-off right outside the Lakers defensive end. Petty Piece dumps it in slowly, and the Cardinals still couldn't get a forecheck going. Bala left it there for Semrad. Semrad will take it up himself. Matt McQuaid for Semrad. Semrad looking to add another. He passed it off, trying to look for Vassallo. This is flicked out and gloved down by the Lakers captain. McQuaid put it deep. McQuaid and Petty Piece having some words after a little bit of a late hit from Petty Piece. And that might have been too many med. Nothing called against the Lakers. Definitely some voices being heard from the Cardinals bench about that one. In the last 15, McQuaid lays out Markowski. Penalty upcoming on McQuaid. Peluso in the last 5. Flips it up in the air. Down low again. And a whistle blows. And now, at the end of the game, we'll have some more fights and some more penalties. The Lakers win it 8-3 as we will keep going with some more drama. Lots of words being exchanged. Gianpaolo Giarmatino is in there for the Cardinals. He's jawing with, looks like Semrad for the Lakers. Burke goes over there and says something as well. Emery will make sure his guys get off the ice without anything else coming out of this. You don't want to not play next game after something like this happens. The Lakers will congratulate each other after a blowout victory on home ice. Their first home game in this new campaign in this preseason. What did you think of this one, Logan?
Yeah, I think just a complete domination from the Lakers in all fronts in their season opener at the Deb, cycling through 3 goalies, all 3 really not missing a step. And while I did notice that the Cardinals gained some offensive urgency at the end, it was too little, too late. And if you're Coach Lesswing, you want to at least carry that into the next game, so you have something to look forward to, even with that scrappy play at the end.
Yeah, the Lakers definitely having a fantastic game by themselves, and there's so many bright pieces on this team, but it's a lot of players that we saw a lot of last season. And, you know, to your standpoint, who are these players that we need to look for in this upcoming regular season?
Yeah, I think you keep, sorry, I'm just pulling up the roster. I think you need to keep looking out for McQuaid and Baker and Miller, among many others. Those are the 3 prominent offensive engines for the Lakers, who I think will be featured more than ever in the offense this year. And the Lakers also playing stout defense. They have so much to rely on with their depth, and I'm sure Coach Ed Gosek is pleased with that.
While the Cardinals look to get off the ice, the Lakers do their traditional celebration after a home victory. They'll line up in the middle circle and celebrate by themselves. Here on WTOP 10, the Oswego State Lakers win by a marginal factor. They win 8-3 over St. John Fisher's Cardinals' first ever hockey game in their program. That will do it from the Steve Levy press box. Lakers win by a final score of 8-3. For Logan Weisgardner and the rest of our crew in the studio, thanks for watching. I'm James Fitzpatrick. Stay tuned though. Luke Parker and Nick will wrap it all up with a post-game recap right after the break here on WTOP 10.
Look at the number of disasters in the U.S. Chances are every area will deal with some kind of emergency in the next decade. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
I had to eat a raw egg on Chris's dormitory floor.
I currently don't have any federal pending charges.
You know what you never did? You never walked to Walmart, Chris. That's my co-host. This is for making me eat roast popcorn.
It's showtime, Chris.
Come on. I want to be on the air for that. I got a couple things to say.
No.
Spin the wheel. But you got censorship.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to...
Welcome back to W2x10 for your Hockey Night in Oswego post-game show. Luke, Nick, and Parker back again. St. John Fisher looked a lot better. Can you guys walk me through that goal?
Yeah, first goal of the period was scored by number 22, Kai Soar. It was a great unassisted goal, had a couple of nice nifty moves before shooting it, and it found its way in the back of the net. But like we were talking about before going into the break, Manzi, he looked great, only let in one goal, but the Lakers responded.
Yeah, the Lakers responded with a goal by Ryan Burke. Ryan Burke making this game 8-3. He was out on the right side, on the right wing. Just kind of decided, screw it, I'm going to take one.
Yeah.
And he had one shot. I don't understand how it really got in. It's very hard to see from the camera. It was a beautiful goal, though, from a very good long shot by Burke. And Burke just nail on the coffin, really.
Yeah. So St. John Fisher saw what they could do on the good side of things, but also have a lot to work on. What do you guys think the film room's going to look like this week for St. John Fisher?
Ooh, that's a great question. I think that they're going to focus on the passing aspect. I think that as the game went, they looked a little more comfortable, and they looked like they were kind of working together and working off of each other. But I also think that they're going to look back on this. The shots and the power plays really weren't a problem for them. I think that they're okay with those. I think the problem was the passing. They didn't connect enough, and that was really their issue.
Yeah, I think also limit penalties. They had eight penalties compared to Oswego's 4, and I totally agree. Passing just didn't look smooth at time, but as the game went on, it got better. And I think going forward, you gave Ouellette a try tonight. Let in 7 goals. Woods only let in 2. So I think you stick with Woods for the remainder of the season, but they still have another expedition game. Maybe give Ouellette one more shot.
Right. It stayed chippy all throughout, for sure. It was, I mean, even to the end where we did see a fight.
Yeah, chippy's an understatement, man.
Yeah.
I mean, the game's over. I think maybe one guy was trying to say good game, and other one wasn't having it. They just wanted to get it done. Fisher, I mean, they're coming off a lot of these players. I mean, I heard a little rumor that a lot of these players came from the club team that Fisher had.
Oh, wow.
And I mean, I think in that club, you know, it's not as serious, but so you can get a little scrappy if you want to. So maybe that's where it came in to think this ain't club no more, though. We're in some D3 action.
Keep it professional, guys.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
I think emotions also came into play. You're down 8-3, and at the end we saw that fight in the corner, and I think it was Ryan Burke, number 28. The game, it's over, but he's still skating along, talking smack to St. John Fisher. It's the first game. Just let it go. I know you want to talk all that, but just gotta let it go. Game's over. You put the nail in the coffin into this Cardinals team.
Goaltender-wise, it was no goaltender with a clean sheet. How do you guys think all the goaltenders played today?
I mean, 1-1-1. They all let one goal in. Milberg, the starter, Manzi, the freshman, and McCarthy coming up after Milberg. I think that, I mean, it's going to happen, man. I mean, they were up by so much the entire game that a goal really didn't change anything for them. So that one goal, the save percentage is going to be iffy. Yeah, you let 3 goals up. I mean, you won 8-3 though. You scored more than almost triple the amount of
gotta like
goals.
bigger picture for sure.
Yeah, they all looked great. I mean, only letting in 1 goal apiece. And Manzi, gotta give his flowers. Freshman, first start or first time playing in a game in Division III. Only let 1 goal in. It is his first game for St. John Fisher, and by that point, it was pretty much over. But still a good showing from Menzia.
Right. And then Sean Williams also had that goal. He was another freshman that looked pretty good. Looking ahead, Oswego plays next Saturday. What do you guys see in that game?
Against Nazareth, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Nazareth is definitely a step up from St. John Fisher. I believe last season in the Exposition, I'm pretty sure Nazareth won against Oswego, which no one really saw coming in. Nazareth, they have a good hockey program, but Oswego's always been known as having a great hockey program. Nazareth is definitely, though, a step up from St. John Fisher.
Yeah, I definitely agree that they're a step up, but I also want to talk about how we've mentioned before this team's a little more experienced. You know, winning the SUNYACs, they were all freshmen when they won that SUNYACs. Now they're all sophomores. Now they all know how each other play. I think this is going to be a lot easier of a game than it was last week. My apologies. Last year. I think it's going to be a lot easier of a game, and I think they might take this not as much domination as this game, but I feel like it will still be a pretty good win for the Lakers, in my opinion.
Yeah. All right. Well, as for me, Luke Belanger, Nick Stetter, and Parker Voris, and all the W2P10 staff working here tonight, we thank you all for watching. Oswego takes down St. John Fisher 8-3. Good night, everyone.